Hello, welcome back to the stream. My name is Dan, and today we're playing Zero Parades. This is the spiritual successor to Disco Elysium, released a few years ago by ZAUM, which had some issues since the release of Disco Elysium, to be honest. Most of the creative people, the main people behind that game, have now left the studio for legal reasons. And yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the studio has managed to pull this off without them in the project. But hopefully... are we all good? Yes, we are. But hopefully it'll be fine. Yeah, I've seen some reviews, and so far they have been very positive. So I believe that we should be good. We got Glock, we got Adam. How are we all doing? Good to see you guys. This should be interesting. I know. I'm looking forward to really, like, so much. Right, without further ado, new game. How are the levels? Is the audio all good? You'll have to let me know. Let me just mute that. There you go. Right, what kind of spy are you? It's very handy that the game tells us what those masks are straight away. Why am I not muted? Oh, it's that one. Sorry. There you go. I'm gonna go for the blue one. Why not? Oh, okay. Your cognitive powers make up for your frail body. A big brain in a glass jar. Okay, so that's sort of like the smart, weak agent. The most special little spy in the whole Operant Bureau. A tale like no other. Okay. An engineer of the human soul. Spiritually vast. Mentally undeveloped. Oh yeah, we all know at least one of those people. You excel in physical conditioning. Yeah, that's going to be boring. So I'm going to go for this one. I think I like the intelligent builds in those kind of games. I like feeling like I'm working stuff out with my intelligence rather than the muscle. Protein worm. Emotionally illiterate. Nice. Human calculator. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's go. Oh god. Oh god. Raise an action skill to train your body and its impulses. Coordination. Okay, so I think we're in the blue, right? Faculty of intellect. So those are at level 4. Physics is at 1 and relation is at 2. Okay, so let's go with... How do I... Oh, I have to assign 1 point to strength. Okay, yeah, so this is how many points we have to spend on this tree. Okay, so we got 1, 2, and 4 in here. Okay. Let's go with sensors. I want sensors for that one. Gonna go down to... How does... Okay. Oh, I see. We have to hold the button down. Blueprints. Okay, so it does actually tell you what those mean. Your knowledge of the city and how people use it. Buried secrets, useful shortcuts, improvised exits. Attunement to facial expressions, tics, body language. Read the room and act before anyone else. Nerve. When the task requires a steady hand and a quiet mind, don't let the world see what's behind the mirror. Oh. Personalism, what makes people tick, yourself included. Empathy and manipulation, your humanity at large. Yeah, let's go for that one. Manipulation, fuck yeah. Right, so what do we want from intellect? Entanglement, spooky action across this plane and beyond. Extrasensory awareness, influence of the stars. Okay, so we're a bit wacky with that one. Deductive and inductive reasoning. The rationale side of your mind. Finds the order in everything. Poetics, see and express what others can't. Engage your creative engine. Lateral thinking and subconscious associations. The totality of facts about the world. Okay, so facts don't care about your feelings. The secret language of machines. Okay, I'm gonna go for the grey matter, I think. That sounds fun. So we are sensitive, we are personal, and we are a grey matter as well, it would seem. Okay, let's see where this is going to take us. Oh, look, he's back home. Good to know, good to know.
She was brilliant, erratic, cursed. An anti-personal mind in human form.
Oh, the acting in Disco Elysium was amazing for these dialogues and these thoughts, so I'm hoping this is going to be equally as amazing. And so far, you know, it's on point.
Her friends called her Herschel, but to her controllers, she was Cascade.
I was good at my job, at least.
She made the cardinal error of our kind. She mistook her assets for friends. In the end, the contradictions caught up with her.
Let me just check that, okay. This is about last time, isn't it?
Portofino 91, the whole sick crew. A disaster untold, a black page in the official records.
Anxiety raised by 1 point. Okay, so this is, I'm guessing these are our health bars. So the way you could die in Disco Elysium was either by taking physical damage, which you would have some points to, the sort of like the physical points to take damage to, and also mental damage. So you could actually die from having mental breakdown. Here we have fatigue, anxiety, and delirium. Okay, so we can go fully crazy. Interesting. My greatest failure. Let's stew on it. No sense in rehashing the past. Let's go.
None at all. Yet here we are, standing over the smashed and leaking world.
The world. How did it get that way?
Some fool dropped it. One of ours, probably.
What about Cascade? What happened after 91?
She was recalled. They put her in the freezer. Forever. Most thought.
Anxiety raised by 1 point. We are slowly dying from anxiety. We've not even started the game. This is like starting any stream ever. You take so much anxiety damage before you even press stream. This is so realistic. Okay. They were wrong.
Even in those dark days, there were whispers among the lower sub-levels, where they keep the true believers. Don't count Cascade out.
I love how the game is just throwing these names and dialogue out, like we know what it's supposed to mean, but clearly we don't. Like, the great thing about Disco Elysium is you were thrown into a situation as someone who was deeply involved with the people and the setting around him. But the character in the game had amnesia, so the amnesia played into your experience. So obviously you also have no idea what's going on. So as the character was slowly trying to learn what is going on around him, so did we. So this initial stage of confusion is very much on point so far.
5 years passed. A little more of the world leaked out of itself. Cascade's controllers ordered her back to Portofino.
What changed? Why send me back?
Because I asked them to.
Another anxiety point.
There is a new assignment, Cascade. I was supposed to give you the brief.
Oh, hell. Well, okay, I'm here. Where are you?
Right here. In an armchair in a safe house above a 24-hour photo shop in the city-state of Portofino.
Portofino. Okay, who do you say you were?
No one special. Just an arm-like sack of cytoplasm. A special move unique to single-cell organisms.
So specific.
But before that, I was like you. A spy for the People's Republics. One of the varieties of mankind.
Yeah, Disco Elysium had amazing art style and artwork in the game. It's cool to see that it's coming back in this game as well, although the guy who actually created the art style is no longer in the studio. So although it's nice to see this sort of attention to detail and art style come back, it's got a weird like aftertaste to it, because obviously the guy, Rostov, who made this art style for this game, for these games, for ZAUM, is no longer involved. So it's a bit weird, but yeah.
This is a dangerous place, Cascade. I should never have come.
Anxiety by 2 points. Okay, so what happens once we get to this point, or that point? Oh, elevated, so we can get to a point of elevation with anxiety. And the limit. Okay, so this must be where we die. I wonder how we change between elevated and limit. Maybe we have like delusions, or I don't know, you know, it's like onset of like insanity. Why? What happened to you?
I got caught with my pants down.
We all do someday.
On the plus side, I no longer have to worry about independent thought or movement.
This was the human game, and he played it poorly. Time to give up his sea.
He played the human game poorly. Oh, amazing. And that's poetics, is it? Okay. So yeah, that's another great thing in this game. So as the dialogues, I mean, in Disco Elysium, I'm guessing this is back for Zero Parades as well. During the dialogue, your characteristics do roll skill checks as the dialogue progresses, and you get like those different voices come into your brain and interrupt the dialogue to give you their thoughts, and then you can consider them into your dialogue as well. It's quite brilliant. Hold on. I'm sorry we never got to know each other.
Don't blame yourself, Operant.
Okay.
Whatever happens has already happened.
So this is not the game itself. Like, this window is not the game itself. It's not a pick-your-own adventure. I'm guessing we will now enter the actual game, having done that. I am so excited for this. There was a demo for this game that came out a couple of months ago, but I've not played it. I don't know why, I've just missed out on it. But here we are playing the full game. Ooh yeah, slap yourself out of it. Oh, okay, so we move around with this, look and select with that. Oh, so we just move the camera with the right mouse button, okay. How do we highlight stuff? Oh, there we go. So it actually slows down time as well. We have a few points of interest. Okay, they're all pretty much marked on the map anyway, so might as well just go and explore. How do I use the toilet then? E, okay. The toilet seat is up. And that was a skill check, was it? Nearly identical sets of shirts and trousers, ironed and folded. Okay. Can I do anything about the bed? Before I speak to this guy, I'm gonna go and just interact with all of these dishes, recently washed. Can we zoom in onto the TV? That doesn't really show anything other than just some blurs. Right, this guy. Who is this guy? Pseudopod, you presume. Okay, yeah, I do presume.
Splayed on the chair before you is a man, approximately mid-30s. His chest rises and falls in steady rhythm as he stares beyond you, unblinking.
Hello?
His eyes are fixed glassily on the ceiling.
Yeah, he looks out of it pretty much, and he was caught with his pants down as well. Look at the ceiling.
Cream paint, peeling slightly. A small room in a city past its prime. Nothing to suggest why the man is so interested in it.
Okay, so he's just zoinked out. Hey, why aren't you talking anymore?
He's been like this since you walked in. Anything to the contrary should be marked down as a grip on reality type problem.
Yeah, the writing is so good so far.
No response, no jolt, no tremor. The film is monochrome and silent. The only soundtrack is the low hum of the projector as the celluloid rushes from its spool.
Adam says this is so weird in a good way. I know. This is the charm of ZAUM games. And I'm glad that they've captured it pretty much straight away in this game. It's so good. Look in his eyes.
The green of long corroded copper. As for the face around the eyes, his jaw hangs slack, his glasses askew. The lopsided headphones accentuate a large bald spot atop his crown.
What the fuck happened to him, this guy? Study his clothes.
Stiff-collared shirt, a snug brown jacket, and nothing below the waist but a pair of red briefs.
He's just zoned out? Yeah, possibly. He looks breathing, but like this is one of those games where he could quite easily be a dead guy with like a massive bullet wound in his like chest, and because our stat is not high enough, we probably wouldn't pick it up in the dialogue. So this is one of those games. It's like honestly, this is like RPG in its purest form. I think this is like the closest thing you can get to a tabletop RPG. Is this a self-abuse session?
Being a lone operant in a foreign theatre is an extreme pressure role. Some require extreme release. As your eyes reach his feet, you notice that the man is also wearing 3 layers of socks, each slightly shorter than the one beneath it.
Really? I want to see that. You can't see his feet. That's a shame. Check the area around him.
There is no smell of alcohol, nor any open containers. No drug paraphernalia either. Just a loose cord trailing to the stereo system.
Okay, what's on the stereo? Oh, I don't know.
Like a cosmonaut's safety tether.
Cosmonaut, yeah. Let's check his vitals. He is alive. He's breathing. He's moving. He's not still. He's not stiff.
Your fingers detect a faint, steady pulse within the base of his wrist. Elevated, but not critical.
Okay. Seems medical. I think that's presumptuous. I think that's a jump. Someone tried to take him out. I'm not sure. If they did, we would see some abuse, right?
If so, his affliction is beyond your diagnostic power.
Yeah, seems like it.
The man's eyes glisten. Bright red veins blossom around their edges.
I'd like to notice that we are now at level 8 in anxiety. This is getting quite bad. I've let him down. I've just met him. I don't even know who that is. First impression, I can't work with this. There you go.
There may be little opportunity for a second, based on the current visual. However he ended up like this, the result is the same. Operant lost.
Okay, so we're gonna... Anxiety 10. We're gonna write him off. Okay.
You wonder briefly how much or how little you owe him.
Searching for clues.
Clipped to the inside flap of his jacket, you find a laminated badge, emblazoned with the crest of the Import-Export Bureau of the People's Republic of Kohila.
Yeah, the botched unaliving was out of nowhere. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, you don't really see anything that would indicate that, right? Maybe there would be like an OD thing, but you'd see some like pills around him maybe, but no.
The name reads Esteman T. Below that, a title, M.X. Lead Hosiery. Sock Merchant, one of the opera's most battle-tested covers.
Sock merchant for the IMEX Bureau. One of the Operant Bureau's most battle-tested covers. Huh? Okay, the word lead burns itself into the center of your visual field. The word lead. Whoa, hold up. Lead.
That's what the badge says.
Merely a cover, of course. Okay. I detect institutional misogyny at work. Do I? No. I suppose I did fuck it in the official parlance.
No, in the official parlance, you. Then you. But not before. And...
That tells me a lot. Yes, thank you. This explains the 3 pairs of socks.
wearing the wares for ease of display, an operant committed to his role.
Check his pockets.
3 other things of note: a slip of paper, a business card, and a rock-hard piece of candy.
What is the paper?
It's a purchase order for 10 socks, made out to Carmuna Pessoa, Fashions and Garments Bootleg Bazaar.
Can I check it now in the journal? Oh yeah, okay. Loose ends. Tasks? Loose ends? Okay, so are these like side quests? That is an amazing artwork right here. That is so good. Loose ends. Information that might be useful later. You found a purchase order for the vendor Kamuna. Interested in Cedapot's sock samples. Okay. We need to find this Kamuna person later on. What else do we have? We have dossier. Okay. So this is our character sheet. Yeah. Inventory we can't access just yet. Journal is there. Okay. Experience gained plus 5 XP.
Bootleg bazaar. No coordinates found. Some kind of marketplace, and not one you've ever been to.
I should check this place out. Yeah. It's a lead. Okay. In any case, you just need a local to direct you. I'll hold on to this.
The slip of paper grows heavy in your hand. It feels like a baton.
What's this we picked up? Sock purchase order. Proof of intent to buy a meager number of Superblog socks. Signed by Kamuna Pessoa.
Pseudopod's obligations are now yours. You owe this woman 5 pairs of socks.
It just dawned on me that this whole thing that we've been doing for like the last 10 minutes is about socks. What's the business card?
The card is cheap and scuffed. It reads, "All you need is miracle," above a cartoonish image of disembodied lips at a phone receiver. Notably absent is an actual phone number.
Okay, do we have the phone number? Sodapod had a business card for some kind of a sensuous phone line. Okay. Turn the card over.
There's an indecipherable scribble. Whatever's written seems to begin with a D. Into your pocket it goes.
Candy?
A wrapped up rectangle of compressed sugar. It's so hard that your fingers cannot make an impression, no matter how much you strain.
I mean, that's not unusual, is it, really? The discolored wrapper depicts a red-cheeked child with a charming sledge. You haven't seen this brand in years. Okay, I'm gonna put it back. I'm not gonna eat it, that could be a clue.
The candy slips back into the pocket's depths.
Enough rifling.
You retract your hand from the man's pockets.
That's not a sentence I get to hear often. Okay, the assignment. What is it?
A snail's trail of dried saliva glints on the side of his chin.
Nice. Statehood. Coerce pseudopod back into service. Okay, so there's actually a 90% chance that we can just persuade him to come back to the world of living. Do you know what? Fuck it, might as well. Let's go. How do I roll it? Okay. Oh no. Our anxiety is now at level 15, by the way. This silent treatment constitutes a Class A war crime against you. Time for intervention. Physical. Where is my assignment? Brief. Are we just gonna drop him onto the floor?
You grab him by his skinny shoulders and heave him upright, his head lolling backwards as he rises.
Yeah, and what now? Oh, he... Okay, that's something.
This non-reaction is alarmingly reactionary. If keeping him is no gain, then losing him is no deficit.
I love this play on words. That's so good. Why are you fucking me, pseudopod?
If there's any fucking going on around here, this man is instigating none of it.
Oh, so good. This is my big comeback. You're being extremely selfish. Useless. Drop him. Whack onto the floor. This is not the way to go. This is not the way to be.
He lands in an awkward position. A cut string puppet. Bony hips raised to the air like antennas. There's your brief, operant.
Yes, I would say that the first case in this game, in this case, has been success.
Flaunting a reactionary pose, further insult. Leave the brief hog where he lies.
We haven't achieved anything really. If anything, we've managed to make it worse somehow. Sorry, you made me do that.
He does not respond, though if you didn't know any better, his deserted eyes seem to be urging you towards the bathroom.
Okay.
A drop of blood shines on his lip. He must have bitten his tongue on the way down. Out of his chair he looks smaller, more fragile, and deeply lost. Thousands of miles away, his mother flinches in her sleep.
Okay. That's not relevant. But could we not just put him back in the chair instead, or like maybe on that bed? So, rough start. Let's try again. Are you looking forward to working together? Okay. I just had a massive disassociative episode. Very intense. You were talking to me. Okay, whatever happens has already happened.
Saliva leaks from the corner of the man's mouth and pools on the floor.
Well, I guess I'm sorry we won't get the chance to sell socks together. Okay. You don't think this is my fault, do you? Stop you there. It is. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna leave him in peace now. Let's check in again later, shall we? Yeah. Nothing more to be done here.
Your double didn't notice your arrival. He doesn't notice your departure either.
Yeah, I think it was a bit better when he was in his chair. I agree with that one. I mean, I would have maybe tried to put him on the bed. There's a massive bed to the side, but no, we'll just leave him there in a doggy style position, like this. A mid-range stereo system set to standby mode. Can we play it? So if I get close to it and I press E, no. So what do we have here?
This small table has been turned into a makeshift desk. A startlingly red folder stands out against the clutter.
Examine the red folder.
A small label in the top left corner is printed with one word. Your cryptonym, Cascade. The color reminds you of pomegranate.
Your hand hesitates. From what? Opening the folder. Open it up.
The folder opens with a whoosh. Before you in neat monospace type, your life is condensed to its barest elements. Name Will Kershaw, cryptonym Cascade. Born Landau, former Republic of Mercia. Dependents none. Pay class D2. Years of service 14.
I don't know though. I'm guessing that's this guy, not us, right? Herschel is a masculine name, right?
All true. None of it useful just now. Childhood, bourgeois, typical. History of student radicalism led to persecution by monotheist reactionaries. Fled to People's Republic of Kohila. Embraced post-historical materialism. In short, born capitalist, reborn communist.
Okay. Well, okay, I guess that was us. I only said that stuff so they let me in.
Medical record. History of dissociative episodes and reckless action. Gunshot, chest. Retained bullet. 10mm pre-service. Sexuality. Homosexual tendencies. Unconfirmed.
Might be gay. Maybe. We're not sure. Confirmed.
Suicide risk minimal. Ideation only.
It's all ideation until you commit.
End of list. According to this file, that's all there is to you.
All there is to me, okay. Communist. A gay communist that has some suicidal ideation. Okay, got that. This is me. No. Raw facts cannot capture the totality of my being.
According to the opera's remembrances, raw facts are the totality of your being.
Okay, fair enough.
There's another page behind this one. It's labeled Service History. A tingle in your fingers. Your head grows lighter as you approach the crash site.
Uh-huh. Okay, so failure likely on reading your service history. Might as well fail.
Your hand grinds to a halt above the page and remains there.
I would like to notice that my anxiety is now at level 15 and we are now at elevated anxiety. So I wonder what that's going to do to us.
A full minute passes.
Are we going to die before we even leave this apartment? Maybe later. Put your hand back.
Or never. That works too.
Let's rummage through the desk.
Amidst the crumpled sheets of copy paper and empty takeout containers, you find an opened pack of cigarettes. Suprema mark. Suprema 100s. Cheap superblock export.
Okay. Examine the cigarettes.
There's nothing outwardly noteworthy about this pack of Suprema 100s. It's like any other found in commissaries and corner stores across the People's Republics.
I guess the Eiffel Tower guy must have brought him with him.
There are a few mangled filters in the ashtray.
Okay, let's
You leave the cigarettes where you found them.
Yeah.
As you turn away, a phone begins to ring.
Should we get it? Where's the phone? Oh, there it is. Okay, let's go.
You pick up the phone. The handset vibrates in your palm.
Hello?
Before you even finish speaking the word, the device connected to your phone base splits it into 256,000 encrypted fragments.
Isn't that mad?
The exquisite work of the magic box, one of the proudest achievements of the Opera's Technical Services Office. Half a world away, a familiar voice splits into a corresponding number of fragments before coalescing again by your ear.
Please tell me you have good news.
Not really, no.
5 years, 3 months, 10 days. That's how long it's been since her voice was in your ear.
Yeah, so currently I'm nearly dying from anxiety. The guy I was supposed to meet and work with is now passed out on the floor in an Eiffel Tower position with 5 pairs of socks on his ankles, and I have absolutely no idea what's going on. This is Cascade.
Operant, you made it. Your voice hasn't changed.
Okay.
We'll get to catch-ups later. Put pseudopod on the line.
You glance over at the man face
No.
down on the floor.
Stop that. Level 17 now.
You feel the receiver slipping from your sweaty palm.
Yeah, I am actually starting to sweat now because this is ridiculous. Something's very wrong with him. He's breathing, but non-responsive. More than that, I can't say.
For a moment, no one says anything. There's no sound at all save for the blood in your ear and the electrostatic hum of the ultra-long-distance connection.
Has he been zeroed out?
Not quite.
Eliminated, killed, rendered inoperant.
Clearly not. Unless he has actually died since we managed to just like throw him onto the floor.
Heavy words.
He was bleeding.
Words that set machinery in motion.
The anxiety, I know. What do we want to go for? So we have a few options. There was a purchase order in his jacket pocket for a bunch of socks. She might know what this is all about.
So what? Your cover was meant to be sock importers.
Oh, okay. Okay, so that's a cover. Okay. It was only for 10 socks, Mel. 5 pair. That's weird, isn't it?
Excuse me, why the fuck are we talking about socks?
Yeah, that's kind of what I said a few minutes ago. I'm saying Pseudopod may have been practicing method espionage.
Method espionage? Is that some sort of joke? I'll ask one more time. Is your double zeroed out?
You've reached your anxiety limit. You've reached your anxiety limit. Lower a skill to mitigate the damage. Oh. Statehood, blueprints, or cold read. Jesus. Okay, so... Social force embodied in presence and coercion. Command and intimidate others. Internalized propaganda. Your knowledge of the city and how people use it. Buried secrets, useful shortcuts, improvised exits. Attunement to facial expressions, tics, body language. I'm gonna go for statehood, I think. Yeah. So that is now back to 0. Okay. So, oh. That's an interesting system. So you take enough anxiety damage to the point where one of the skills tied to your what do you call it, to how confident you are, suffers by 1 point. That's actually really interesting. That's pretty cool.
You must speak the word. She cannot make the determination herself.
Like, you can literally take enough emotional damage for your character to become traumatized. That's amazing.
5,000 kilometers away, in a small office deep underground, a mid-level controller of the Operant Bureau leans forward and cups a hand over her earpiece.
I've literally interacted with 3 items in this game so far. The guy, a folder on the table, and the phone. And I already love so much of this game. There's so much charm here. Like, it's amazing. I don't know.
Yes, you do. Is he zeroed out, Operant?
He might still be in there somewhere.
Cascade. Is your double zeroed out or not?
No. Yes? No, he's not.
Right. I wonder which it is. Have our enemies blown us up already? Or is this just another day at the basement massage parlor of spy services? Fucking hell. The opera's going to hang me by the toes.
Again.
For you, it's back to Satellite Facility B.
AKA the Freezer, the Opera's labyrinthine archival complex, where the old, useless, and discredited are consigned until they're dismissed, or die of despair.
Forget that. Spy more, spy harder.
Spy how? You haven't even got the assignment.
Fuck that. Why don't you tell me the assignment?
Listen to me. This assignment is over. Effective immediately.
I don't think so.
The woman in the Photoshop downstairs, Constance. She's one of ours. Let her deal with Pseudopod.
I've just been brought out from the freezer. I'm not going back in. I'm going to do this case no matter what it is. Yeah, I don't even know what the case is, actually. The puzzle lady, right? What should I tell her?
Do not tell her anything she doesn't need to know.
I don't know anything worth knowing, so...
As for you, we need to get you on the next aerotram out of the city.
Even as your controller is speaking, your mind is settling back into familiar grooves. The old mechanisms slide and click into position.
Okay, so far what I'm gathering from this is that we are a spy. We have been frozen until we were needed for a mission. We were woken up from the freezer. We wake up and we find our partner like KO'd on the floor, on the chair, whatever it might be. And our handler, who I'm guessing is the person that manages the contracts and the spies that get the contracts, wants us to retreat. And we don't really know what's going on either way. So that's what I'm getting from the story so far.
That numberless phone line may be worth investigating. Perhaps the room contains other leads as well.
Okay, so this is safe-ish bet. Okay, the juice, why the opera sent you. Oh god, sorry. Yeah, how do I roll that? There we go. Ooh, that's pretty good.
You've been on filing duty for 5 years, out of action. The opera wouldn't rush you back in theatre, unless...
Check unlocked makeshift desk. Let's have a look at those things. So those here, what's happened here? What does that mean? Recently slept, cannot sleep, lasts for 6 hours. Okay, so we cannot sleep for 6 hours, okay. Anything else worth knowing? We have the sensuous business card. All you need is a miracle. Okay. And we also have the map. So the map is currently still a mystery to us. That's fair enough. Journal. We have a journal there. That's the same thing as we had. So what is... We've picked up a... What is that? That check unlocked. Oh, it's the Grey Matter check that we just did. Okay. One of the whole sick crew reached out.
A half moment's hesitation.
Where'd you get that idea?
Not a denial. Proceed.
They asked for me specifically, didn't they?
There should still be flights departing for Superblock territory tonight. Make sure you're on one of them.
You can't make me do anything.
That's a directive, Operant. This assignment is over. Get on the next tram.
The tram. Sure, on my way.
If what you're saying is true, enemies abound. Don't get yourself zeroed out.
A click, and the line goes dead.
So maybe he is zeroed out. Maybe this is like this world's version of like getting someone done. You know, getting someone unalived without them actually being physically dead. So you're not done for murder if you get caught. Maybe that's what this is? I don't know. Oh, we have some trousers in here.
A pair of men's trousers are hung delicately over the shower rail. If Pseudopod's pants were attempting to flee the scene, they did not make it very far.
No, they have not. Search the pockets.
The front and back pockets are completely empty, except for a few pieces of linen. Your hoisting must have compressed his lungs somehow. Unless...
Search the pockets again. Thoroughly.
You discover a small extra pocket inside the front right pocket.
A pocket disguised as a pocket.
You slip 2 fingers inside and come away with a neatly folded sheet of paper.
Okay, hello there.
The page is notebook-sized and perforated along one edge. It reads, THA 7LES APR 032 WIFO 9W TBGFL W25.
Okay, so that must be a code for something. Obviously, we haven't got a clue how to solve it at the moment.
Half a cipher. The language of spies. You've carried papers like this, folded up and hidden away in secret pockets and compartments. Totally meaningless, yet no meaning can be made without it.
Nice teamwork, Pseudopod. Give him a thumbs up. Why are they hanging in the bathroom?
One of the many mysteries concerning men's trousers. He was trying to smooth out creases with shower steam.
Can I examine them again?
Brown, shapeless.
Okay.
You leave the trouser.
Yeah, I think that's it for the trousers. Do we have anything else in this place? I really want to listen to this stereo.
Following the cord from your double's headphones, you come to a mid-sized home stereo resting on a sideboard.
Okay, finally. I was gonna say, I'm sure there must be some kind of a clue being played on the stereo. There's a reason why he was sat there with his headphones on.
A Protypo 909 50-watt with multi-disc changer. Last generation model. designed for affordability at the expense of power and clarity.
Okay, so check the disc.
Through the translucent view panel, you see a single red disc loaded in place. On the face of the disc are the words, Ultravioletta, you but from a dream, handwritten on thin strips of tape.
Okay. So what's this? Amazing. Yeah, the artwork so far for these cards has been absolutely stunning. Your controller Melita tried to call off the assignment as your partner is incapacitated, but your gut tells you he was onto something. Find a good reason to stay on the job and you'll save yourself from professional obsolescence. Piece together what Pseudopod did before you arrived. Okay.
You don't recognize the artist?
No. What have we here?
The disc is loaded, ready to tell you.
Okay, unplug the headphones and press play.
The chunky button makes a satisfying little thunk as you push it in. The discus begins to turn. You know because the spindle was rotating.
What the fuck is this?
Though the speakers don't produce any sound at all.
What is this on the floor? Turn up the volume.
No sound, save the thin layer of static that lines the inner cables. Amateur wire work.
Keep listening.
The music player blinks, slowly.
Delirium
Or do you?
7? A 6?
You can't tell.
Keep listening.
The silence is being overtaken by a different silence, like the slow darkening of night across the wall of an empty room.
Listen a little bit more.
This new silence seeps into every corner of your body, loosening fixtures, rattling drawers.
The headphones, yeah, Lucky says the headphones, yeah, maybe they have like a special sort of speaker in them that would play whatever is being played at the moment. Although weirdly enough, we are getting some kind of a music being played to us at the moment. Alright, is this thing broken?
It doesn't appear to be. The disc is spinning the way it's meant to.
Let's see if we can use the headphones.
An artifact of no substance onto which nothing of substance has been recorded.
See, at the same time, like, I kind of want to see where listening to it is going to take us, but at the same time, like, I've literally managed to get to 11 points of delirium in the last 2 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's listen to a little bit more.
There is still no sound, but in your mind an image forms of a blasted heath, a smouldering circle at its center. Figures in tattered robes stagger and sway on the horizon.
Yeah, I'm gonna... what's going on?
Nothing. You're simply playing a disc on a common home stereo system, the sort of thing millions of people across the world do every day.
This is what must be happening to you guys watching my streams and my videos in general, just like waiting for good content to come out and just slowly getting more and more delirious about it. It's like, no, one day it will get better. Okay, I probably shouldn't be messing with this.
No, you probably shouldn't.
I should probably come back later on when we can do this skill check. So, yeah, level 15 delirium. Oh, nice.
The static quiets as you reset the volume.
Okay, press eject and take the disc.
A brief internal hum. Then the disc slides halfway out of the machine and waits there like it's trying to hide from you. You remove the red disc and place it into your pocket.
Okay. Enough stereo.
You step away from the equipment.
So let's have a look at the dossier and all that stuff again. Delirious. Cannot exert intellect checks. Okay. That's a pretty big debuff. What else do we have? Inventory, we have the mysterious red disc, the crimson disc, your double was listening to when he was zeroed out. Its handwritten label reads, Ultravioletta, you but from a dream. I wonder if whatever happened to him has been the effect of him listening to this, maybe? And obviously we have our loose ends. Okay. So how do we get out from here and go speak to the photo lady? Even though we are delirious. This is the door you came in from. Muffled voices rise from the shop below. Yeah. Can I put him somewhere?
You return to your double-splayed, upturned body.
No, I'll just leave him there then. Okay. The only way is down.
Enough! You're blacklisted. Take your sick little games elsewhere.
Easy, lady. I just want to develop some photographs. I'm not trying to take your innocence.
Man in the ugly coat. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not great, is it?
That's an interesting camera he's carrying. Professional class. No consumer model.
Does that poor girl even know what you're up to?
You have a wild imagination. A little photo should not count as a crime. It's not like it's a loaded gun or something.
The woman casts a split-second glance in your direction.
Okay. Hang back and observe, I guess.
Don't step too close. They're handing out bans like they're going out of style.
A crackle of recognition behind his eyes as they meet yours.
Oh, so we know each other somehow. So we have decent chances of passing this check. Okay, let's go for it. No.
Nowhere. You've never seen this man before in your life.
Fair enough.
What?
He gives you an aggressive look. Yeah, I guess we were just kind of staring at him.
She's probably another victim of your so-called street art.
Oh yes, the voice acting is amazing, Adam. I have to say, yeah. Like, so when Disco Elysium first came out, it didn't have any voice acting because they didn't really expect how big the game is going to become. And then obviously, like, it became this instant sort of RPG role-playing classic. And then they were just like, do you know what? We'll get some voice actors and actually deliver all the lines. And the voice acting in that game was amazing. Like, they got a singer from a band called, what are they called? Was it Seek? Yeah, it was, yeah. Mickey Goodman, I think his name is. To act out a bunch of like very weird voices, and in the band that he was in, he also did a lot of very weird voices, and he, as a solo artist, he does like poetry in like, and he acts it out in those voices as well. So he was like a perfect fit to be doing voiceover for a video game where you play like the limbic systems and whatnot. Yeah, which is so good. Like, if you want to check him out, I would say type in Mickey Goodman. That's Mickey with 2 E's at the end. And When Will the Forest Speak? That thing is amazing. It's one of the tracks from the band that he was in, but it's just him doing his poetry in those weird voices. It's incredible. But yeah, I like it. It's good to see that this is also on par. Like, honestly, if this game didn't have any voice acting, I looked it up before the stream, because obviously if I had to read all of this, my voice would be dead by now. So yeah, I'm glad to see that there is voice acting in this game, because otherwise I would not be streaming it. And 2, I'm glad that it is good as well. Where do you know me from?
What a full spectrum question. Perhaps you've been huffing photochemicals with this confused woman. Very well. Photo 24 can have this round. Thank you for this extreme stress I'll now carry through my day.
God, that is
He gives you one more
jacket,
glance as he
isn't it?
leaves. Garish coat flapping behind him.
He knows who we are. We must have met him somewhere before.
That was exciting, wasn't it?
She watches him go, then looks at you. Yeah, that guy, I would give my arm, I would bet that this guy is a spy for the other enemy faction, maybe. He's got a vibe to him. Who was that man?
Nobody. A seedy little oddity who likes making fantastical threats.
Has he been here before?
Oh yes, keen photographer, limited in subject. Lucky for you to only catch him on the day of his banishment.
Banishment.
You've not seen the last of him. The two of you are bound by a hideous orange thread.
Ah, while I have it here, this is the screwdriver pseudopod requested. For the fax machine.
Oh, screwdriver for the fax machine. We don't have a fax machine upstairs, do we? Item gained. Operant toolkit.
This toolkit looks so empty, barely usable in its current state. Fortunately, it appears highly expandable.
Okay.
She gestures towards the monstrous off-white plastic machine behind you.
Okay. Inventory, let's have a look. A modular tool holder. First prototyped by the Defactor Belkov in 47. Its utility is entirely dictated by having the right extensions installed. So this is something that we can develop as we play the game, I'm guessing. And it is held, so how do I hold stuff in my hands? I don't. Do you have any meds? Clothing? Tools? Okay, so this is like the overall inventory. And these are the different categories of the inventory. What do we have? A classic Vostatok slicker tailored for the city's month-long downpours. Its English. Its opacity shifts with the weather. Once sparked rumors of a hunting in Satellite Facility B. Brown loafers with a unique eyeball-shaped buckle gifted by an old friend. Those are fucking weird. There's a chewing gum on there as well. Perhaps meant as a reminder there are eyes everywhere. Sensible, straight-legged and clinched around the waist for appropriately bureaucratic discomfort. Oh yes, bureaucratic discomfort is very much a thing. Neck protected, guns out. 30 identical units are folded in a darkened closet back in Navassa.
Speaking of, where is your double?
This woman could be a valuable source of information if you can prise it from her.
Yeah, hold on. We barely spoke when I came in. I didn't even introduce myself.
No introductions necessary. You're Operant Cascade. I'm Constance, of course.
Yeah, but, you know, if everyone in the city that we met so far is aware that we are a spy, I'm pretty sure the guy in the coat also knew that we were a spy. Then, yeah, our cover is completely blown. And your role is...
Special asset, liminal class. Making my debut with the Operant Bureau.
Operant Bureau? You can call me Herschel, by the way.
Pseudopod was insistent I stick to cryptonyms. If it's all the same to you, that's what I'd prefer.
Okay.
Before we get into it, I want to make one thing clear. Just because I'm working for the Opera does not make me some kind of communist.
I'm glad we got that straight. Thank you so much for for telling us that.
So don't even attempt to seduce me with your post-historical dialectics. Your double already tried his hardest. I'm here strictly for the espionage.
Okay. Right. About Pseudopod.
Yes? What is it?
Something's wrong with him. He's completely unresponsive.
My God. You're saying he's...
He's face down on the floor. It's like he was assaulted by some kind of a petty bourgeoisie demon.
I don't know what that means. I don't understand at all. What do we do, Oprint?
First off, when did you last see him?
It was yesterday, when he returned for the evening. He looked stressed, like he was shouldering a great burden.
What sort of burden?
It must have been the assignment, I'm sure.
And what's he told you about it?
Nothing. Only the bare rudiments. I thought it was supposed to be that way. Pseudopod was a very good teacher. He said it would fall on me to see after any operants who are incapacitated in theatre. I wonder, did he ever suspect he was talking about himself?
Does anyone else have access upstairs?
Absolutely not. Nobody's been upstairs except yourself and Pseudopod.
What kind of chemicals do you have back there anyways?
Oprint, if you're about to imply that I've committed some heinous act...
I wasn't implying anything.
I can promise you there's nothing in my photo lab that would cause what you've described.
I found this in the stereo upstairs. Show her the mysterious red disc.
I've never seen this before. What's on it?
You don't want to know, it makes you delirious. It's great.
Meaning Pseudopod must have brought it here.
Do you know a band called Ultravioletta?
No, I don't pay attention to all that. Music is very overrated in my opinion.
There doesn't seem to be anything. I mean, why would you care? The disc gave me a very ominous feeling. I think it's responsible for what happened.
But it's just a disc. How can that be?
That's what I've got to figure out.
I must say, it doesn't look like a regular disc like you buy at the shops. This looks more like a bootleg.
What do you think happened?
I haven't the faintest idea. I'm adrift. Pseudopod struck me as an absolute professional and very cautious. I suppose I could move him to the spare room down here. That way I can keep an eye on him.
We need to talk to a doctor.
A doctor? Right. Good thinking. Dr. Hugo would help. He runs a houseboat clinic in the back ways to the west of the old docks, past the waterlock.
Yesterday, before he came back, what was he doing? Did he meet with anyone?
I can't really say for certain. He kept things very close, as he was supposed to. Have you tried the bootleg bazaar? He was down there yesterday.
The bootleg bazaar. That matches the purchase order you found on his body.
Okay, she won't know what he was looking for there. How do I get to the bazaar?
You can practically see it from the front door. Due south, in the ruins of the old Essilk factory. If by some chance you find yourself in Party Alley, it means you've gone the wrong way.
Okay, very good, thank you.
Anything for the assignment. Was there anything else?
Okay, so what's wrong with the fax machine?
It's that little amber light. It means out of order, and I haven't been able to get it to green, meaning in order.
She gestures towards the hulking machine behind you.
Pseudopod assured me this machine was a vital tool of communication, as precious to our work as the magic box we installed on your room phone.
Could it be that the disc has some kind of a fax machine message on it? What do you expect me to do?
You've received all sorts of technical training, I presume. I would think getting a little light to turn green should be well within your powers.
A dread beast humming with dormant power. A handless scribe. It just needs to be soothed.
Okay. Do you happen to know what this miracle's about?
I certainly don't. It looks flirtatious.
Do you partake in flirtations, Constance?
Never during working hours.
Ooh.
seedy business attracts itself. Try the Fogged Mirror. It's a bar just to the west, along Party Alley.
Party Alley? That's where I need to go.
Your old haunt, where you met with your former assets once upon an assignment.
I am familiar.
She gives you a brief nod.
Okay, I'll head for the bazaar, see what I can find.
Before you do, I understand this is your first time back in theatre for some time.
Yes?
I just wanted to say, welcome back to the opera.
Thank you. Right, this fax machine. Let's have a look.
A humongous white block of office technology sits in front of you. It looks like a sacrificial altar made of plastic. Inside, mechanical parts are assembled in such a way that it can scream analog messages across huge distances.
Remove the panel.
Your screwdriver makes short work of the starhead screws holding the side panel in place. You set them aside one by one and gently remove the plastic panel.
Okay, let's try to fix it then. Oh, success.
The holy innards of the facsimile machine reveal themselves to you like a sacrificial animal waiting to be interpreted.
What have we got here?
You're looking at a Sugar Hill Executive Series 2, a cursed model, plagued by numerous debilities, most commonly a chronically misaligned paper tray.
I want to know if I can put this disc inside of that fax machine somewhere. Snap the paper tray back in.
From the machine bowels comes a pleasing chunk. As the plastic tray slots back into its receiver, the paper belt purrs as life is restored.
We are slightly less insane. Delirium lowered by 2 points. Status removed, delirious, and experience gained 10 XP. Good.
Much better, thank you.
But a lady, don't read my faxes, okay?
Operant, I would never.
What could be sacrificed here, then?
Image quality, and whatever remains of human patience.
Okay.
You turn away from the fax machine.
So there's no way to use the disc on that, is there? Let me just have a look. Can I just equip it, maybe, into something? And no? Okay. What else do we have? Precarious stacks of holiday cards, 97. Pre-ordered. What's this? One of the fuses is held together with a coin. Swimming lessons with Paolo. Bin day is now bi-weekly. Okay, so a bunch of info that we don't really need. Shelves stacked by a hoarder, and labelled by an obsessive. The beaded curtain neatly splits public and private spheres. She spends slow afternoons rearranging the postcards under glass. And this is it, is it? Oh, there's a TV as well.
The screen flickers. Static turns to black. A booming voice emerges.
Did you know water covers approximately 63% of the world, but the sky covers 100%?
Narrow your eyes. What's the world trying to hide?
Wrong. The sky is only 98% sky. The other 2% is used to cover up the fact that they replaced the moon 4 times.
On screen, there appears a man with a paper bag over his head. He gesticulates wildly.
But they don't want you to know that. That's why they're coming for me. But not before I tell you the truth.
The screen warps and color shifts. Between clips of the bagman talking, a phone number flashes urgently.
Write down his number.
You jot down the digits as Bagman watches on.
New loose end, you made a note of the call-in number for Bagman's TV show. The reality situation. Experience gained by 5 XP. Who and what is this?
I am Subcommandante Beckman, And this is the reality situation. No brakes, no filters, no cowards.
Okay, a political influencer, it means then. Subcommandant. Who gave him that rank?
This is a war, and I don't take orders from anyone. Especially not reality.
Ah, not reality, yeah. We need to abandon reality, to be fair. This man is a lunatic.
The moon is a projection beamed from the seafloor by machines so advanced, they look like rocks.
Okay. Keep watching.
I know about the Boers. I know about iodine. Laluze's invisible aircraft carriers. Weaponized nostalgia. Microbial microphones. Lunar obfuscation programs.
Wait, what was that about imprint?
For 300 years, the Lusian elite have been producing psychic copies of themselves, all to preserve the consciousness of one man, the original techno-fascist.
How come are we interacting with this TV show? We're not on the phone to it, are we?
A mishmash of conspiratorial nonsense, commonly found in most of the developed world. One exception, the Boers, which may just be a local oddity.
Find out what I know by tuning into the reality situation. Airing until they shut us down.
Okay, turn away from the TV.
The sounds from the commercial fade.
I'm just going to quietly judge Constance over here for having this TV on that channel while she works. What is wrong with you? Have we seen all there is to be seen? There is something behind that door. Can I get to it? Right, can I also zoom out? No, this is as far as I can zoom out. Right, let's go. Let's go outside. District discovered. Party alley. Open map. Oh. That's an interesting looking map. Right. Photo 24. That's where we are. Over here, right? Okay, so Bazaar is just down the road to our right. Her left. A sour smell rises, drawing flies and scuttling things. What's that window? The pale, crisp glow of reading lamp shines from the window. Beyond lies a mountainside layered with residential buildings. Who are you? Two species of ivy crawl over the railing. A giant invasion. We have funky looking cars as well in this game. This tuk-tuk has parked for some time. An exposed ventilation pipe, big enough for a fool to crawl through. Okay, that could potentially be a passage somewhere later on. A portrait has been stenciled over the movie poster. Homegrown bullets. Perhaps there is such a thing as a perfect animal. Right, who's this guy? My son dresses like a Lusian now. It's disgusting. A new dress like a hobo. A small miracle to have just one tile missing. A luscious display. Right, where is the bazaar? Hey, tall lady. Okay, I'm gonna get to you in a sec. I'm guessing you're talking to me. What's up here? Gonna get through those machines. The bin is no longer hungry. Okay. Yeah, it's overfilled. The symbol of Potifero's pride. What a tram.
Finally, someone with courtesy. Do you know when the night is coming?
No.
A handsome man shifts in place, glancing over his shoulder towards the tram lines. Suitcases surround him.
I'm looking for the bootleg bazaar. Know where it is?
Simple. It's just over there.
Okay, thanks for your help.
A man turns back to his suitcases. You keep walking.
Yeah, I'm not going to talk to him about about my partner and the case and stuff. It was just a random dude just stood on the street, right? Is that a phone? There's a phone icon on here. What does that do?
You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide.
We could call the bagman already, but are we ready for this? I don't think we are. Look at a dolphin emblem.
The emblematic animal of Portofero's main phone company, Reno Tower.
Look at something else.
Your gaze wanders away. The dolphin doesn't seem to mind at all.
Poke the nose.
Your finger depresses the yielding material.
Anxiety lowered.
Up, down, up, down. Sensual pleasure. You watch the dolphin pop back up, then squish again under the changing pressure of your finger. You lose track of time as you repeat the action.
Let's call this Miracle Place, shall we?
You do not yet have the number of anyone else in this city.
Hang on a minute. How do I use the number from the business card? How do I... Why can I not call this? There is a number on that, right? What about the journal? Right, okay. Well, we could call the bagman already, but I want to call the number on the Miracle business card. What about numbers outside the city?
There is only one. Melita, your controller.
Yeah, that's right.
She'd only tell you to get on an aerotram back home again. A direct order which you have so far disobeyed.
That's a definite no-go.
Whether you want it or not, the number is a lifeline to you. Always there if you need it. The Reno Tel Dolphin eyes you expectantly.
Well, we might as well call the bagman because it is one of our leads, so let's go for it.
Hello and welcome to the reality situation. Before we begin, I just need to check. Is your line secure?
It's a public phone, so probably not.
That's a joke, obviously. No line is secure. Your thoughts, ladies and gentlemen, are not secure. Consciousness itself is tapped. The call is coming from inside the house.
Okay. First off, is this for real?
An insane question, for reasons that should be quite apparent. Tell me, what aspect of reality did you want to ask about?
Gotta go and call.
Salute.
What
The
conversation that
receiver
was.
clicks back into place. The Reno Tel Dolphin eyes you expectantly.
And that cost me 2 gold or whatever it might be, 2 soul. Amazing.
You step away from the...
Good talk, good talk. Right. The bazaar, where is it? Is it this way? Eastward, the city blossoms outward like a fractal onto the island's edge. Another ugly
The
coat.
young man leans back, his gaze slowly tracing your outline. Both of his eyes drift outwards, as if pulled by different horizons.
Oh, no voice acting to this guy, okay. Hold up, before you say a word. Are you single, or is this punishment for my voluminous sins? Single with vengeance.
Alhamdulillah. Now you came to me for a reason. Tell me how I can help you.
You running some kind of a business?
The business of you. You walk in here, you parlay with me, you already have sold. The other half? I'll take care of that. Order my services.
Okay. Do you know the way to the bazaar?
Right across the roundabout. But you don't need to mess with that. All the hustle you need is right here.
Should have went west of the roundabout by the sounds of it, not east.
Okay. What kind of services do you offer exactly?
Baby, not only am I a businessman, I am a purveyor of taste. I create high-class aesthetics and deliver low-overhead miracles. Sometimes it's fashion, sometimes it's conversation pieces. And I got fresh weed, too.
Of course. Okay. I'm not going to spend any money right now because I don't actually have that much money. You might not be able to see it because my camera is on top of it, but we have 24 sol. So yeah, none of this is actually that appealing to me at the moment. Do you sell any other drugs?
Just weed, on account of it being part of my religion. Everything else is hot on.
You don't have to use it to sell it.
You're sure?
I said all I can say on that.
Where'd you get all this fascinating stuff from?
The universe provides. If you ever need to help yourself to the world's supplies, I have just the thing.
Presented between his finger and thumb, a small but sturdy metal prong, a lockpick.
Why not sit up in the bazaar? You'd get more traffic.
What? With the neon bibs, Lucian snacks, all of that? That's not my movement. Here works for me. Making moves on my own accord. And I don't do bootlegs. Ever.
Okay. What's wrong with bootlegs?
I don't mind the aesthetics. It's not about the quality either. It's the principle of them. Whenever someone says bootleg, all I hear is almost. You almost got money. You almost got taste. You almost. I don't know.
Okay. We're gonna let him think.
I don't know how to explain it. Shit is just hollow, you know? And I don't mind anyone wearing this stuff. Maybe that's all they can afford, but you live long enough and close enough. Maybe you start to forget the real shit.
How fresh is this weed?
The freshest.
Astounding. Must have been harvested just a few days ago.
How potent is it?
You'll be seeing lizards and volcanoes with this strain. That's not a guarantee, but it's not a lie either.
I mean, I'm already almost delirious, so I think I'm fine without any substances.
Right. Tell me what's on your mind.
Personalism. Prove you can be trusted with the other drugs. Okay. We need to reach level... No. So, what do we need to roll to get this check? Roll 2 dice. Roll at least 10. Okay. Yeah, let's give it a go.
The only reason he stood here is to make money out of people like you. But what makes you so special?
I know you sell something exclusive to your favorite customers. I want in.
I don't want to deny you, baby girl. On this occasion, I have nothing else to offer you.
What's something to do with you, then? Maybe it's something to do with him that's throwing the barrier up.
Okay. Well, let me see what you got for to sell.
With pleasure.
Okay. So the weed is 15. Purchase the bubble sneakers for 50. Space program tracksuit, 25. Sunglasses. Okay.
All right. Tell me.
I'm gonna leave him. Let's go to the bazaar at last. What else do we have here, actually? What's this? Something's in there. Right, can I open it? Requires a lockpick. Didn't this guy have a lockpick? Actually, you know what? Fuck him. I'm gonna go to the bazaar. Okay, this looks like a bazaar, right? This place is not as you left it. The world moved on behind your back. You hear laughter and music ahead. What was this site originally?
A silk number 3, the old silk factory, once the pounding heart of the city.
Now its walls are layered with past identities, a patchwork of porphyrin turf war.
Pseudopod had a purchase order from a vendor called Carmuna. She must be in here somewhere. You also have that curious red disc to hand. A media specialist could likely tell you more.
I'm going to make a bet right now and just say that Carmuna is going to be very difficult to find. And even missing. Let's have a look. And an open beer, cold and inviting, has been left on the table. Can I take it? Hell yeah! Oxenbach. The people's beer, drunk in bars, harbours, kitchens and streets across the world. Anxiety -2, delirium +1. Okay. I'm just going to click on all the things as well just to see what they do. I'm not going to read all of them though because there's a lot of things actually. Just want to see what we can interact with. What's this though? I'm not going to pronounce that, I'm going to butcher it. Keep closed at all times. I'm going to open it.
The fire exit stands conspicuously ajar. Someone has wedged it open with a ball.
Oh yeah? What's the ball's deal?
It's a pelota ball, the local variation of handball. Pelota balls are not designed for use as doorstops. Someone has elevated this ball to contraption status.
Yes, okay. Maybe it's a bad ball, you never know. A factory error.
It's just a ball in a door.
Look where the door leads.
A dark hallway. At the opposite end, you can just make out the bottom of a metal staircase.
Do you know what? I'm going to leave it alone for now.
The tableau stays undisturbed.
We might go in later. I just feel like that's probably going to be... we won't be able to achieve that much in there. And possibly get ourselves locked in as well.
He's going to melt his head.
On the TV, a giant wolf-like creature stands up on its hind legs and howls. Its fur bristles gold. Dangerous, mythical, electrifying. No wonder the kids are watching this.
What is this?
Shh. Suddenly, the beast roars and light floods the screen. It's followed by a wet, pulpous sound.
Ecstatic Wolf is awake.
LED lights are distributed evenly along the blade. Durable PVC hilt with textured grip. Impressive armament.
New loose end. A boy in the bazaar is wielding an imported toy sword, which has a glowing blade and can produce sound effects. Okay, and how is that relevant? Nice sword. What is it from?
It's from the best show ever. 66 Wolves. They make it in...
The Luz, once a powerful empire, now reconstituted as a modern techno-fascist state. The rising military and cultural power of the day.
And what is 66 Wolves about?
It's about a girl who has 66 chambers in her heart. And each one contains a wolf. And the wolves come out to make war with the angels because they want to take over the world.
That sounds absolutely mental.
And the wolves have sick weapons and really cool attacks. This is Pathos Wolf's flaming claymore.
Did you buy it from one of their stalls around here?
No, it's one of the real ones.
Oh, okay.
He means it's not from the bazaar, but from La Luz. Our aunt bought it for him.
Aren't he going on trips to La Luz? Must be a high flyer. Rare in Portofino.
Okay, I've learned a lot today. Conclude.
But we barely told you anything. We can tell you everything about 66 Wolves. So you can just ask, okay?
Do I need to know about 66 Wolves? I mean... Would you be willing to part with that sword?
My sword? But it's my sword. I need it.
Let's be logical. Whoever needs it more, you, obviously, should have it.
It's for top secret grown-up stuff.
How long?
Just for a couple of days.
Maybe that's not so bad.
Our aunt got it for him for his birthday. He can't just give it to you. If you want it, then it has to be fair. With honor.
Alright, I'm listening.
When Dreadwolf met with the legendary Smith Kuro of the Grey Fang tribe, Dreadwolf didn't have coin. So she traded her Eventide pendant that she had since she was a pup, so Kuro would make her a dagger.
The Phantasma stiletto. It's so sick.
So you have to offer something big, or else it's not fair and he keeps the sword.
Okay, so there is a very, very bad chance of us actually getting the poetics skill check here, so what else can we do? Or just say later for now.
The children ignore you, entranced by the television.
Right, where is this lady that we are looking for? A jumble of discs from artists you've never heard of. Right, this is the stall that we need to speak to. Who's this guy?
Off-brand drivers, cheap plastic housing.
Rare media vendor, that's the guy we need.
The man gazes down at a crate of cartridge discs, eyes narrowed, lips drawn. Veins rise like old roots beneath his thin skin.
Mass-produced excrement. These animals pleasure themselves in it.
I'm not here to buy something. I just want to ask you some questions.
That's right. We are quite a ways from you buying something, my friend. You see this? Each one guaranteed for 10,000 replays. Obscene.
What is this weird change of audio quality between this line and that line? Was that supposed to like indicate I turned around maybe and like he, you know, kicked something, or was that just a weird glitch that happened in the game? That was odd.
No one will ever get it the way he does.
Ooh. Are you talking about music?
No. I'm talking about cultural ephemera.
Yeah, again. The quality of the audio of his voice is weird. It's gone down. Ah, culture. Your speciality, I'm guessing.
Speciality? But as you can see, I spend my days backed into a corner, hopelessly outnumbered by the dead-eyed horde, dreaming of format-assisted auto-annihilation.
Okay. What is this man going on about? Let's try to deduce what he's going on about. We have 58% chance to do this. Okay, we need to roll at least 7. That's doable, I'd say, with 2 dice. Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah.
Elitists like this come in 2 varieties. Audiophile or cultural nostalgic. This man is definitely the latter.
Isn't that 100% true? The format is the content, right?
That's right.
A little light ignites in the black of his pupils. Once the format becomes disposable, so does the content. Both symptoms of widespread decay.
Most people can't tell the difference between a base pleasure and a higher one. Imaginative faculties dulled by senseless repetition.
Oh, so you're a snob as well, are you? Okay.
Forgive me, friend. I'd mistaken you for a common replayer.
This is the highest compliment he's paid to anyone in months, maybe years. First obstacle avoided in what is evidently a labyrinth of personal ethics.
Too much to ask, I expect, that you're a fellow Einzelton aficionado?
Einzeltone. No entries found, and no point trying to pretend.
I am willing to learn.
One of a fast-fading few. Go ahead, browse away. My name's Petre. If you need anything, I'll be here, lamenting what's left of the culture.
Right, how do I ask him about the weird disc we got? I found this strange disc.
Strange how? Format or content?
Format.
Esoteric formats, you say? All right. Let's have it. An Einzeltone XR.
For a moment, all expression drains from his face. Oh.
Where did you get this?
His voice drops to a half whisper. Yeah, I found it.
Einzeltone hasn't been available to regular consumers for a decade. A disc in good condition is worth thousands of sol to people who appreciate its wonders.
What wonders are we talking about?
The apex of auditory technology. A high-fidelity yet dynamic sonic experience that self-effaces after a single play.
Oh, okay, so that would mean this is why we couldn't hear anything, is it?
Reproduction and erasure just millimeters away in space, milliseconds in time. Precision humans can only dream of.
Damn, okay, so how does it erase itself?
A magnet embedded in the disc erases its contents as it's being listened to.
Damn, okay.
As in life, everything happens only once. Replayability is oblivion. The end.
Jeez, I'd love to know what this guy would think about Spotify. Bad news, this one's already been played.
You played it?
Petr, I would never. Someone else did.
Filthy animals. Those. Better they recalled them all years ago. Better a mass manufacturing fault than this. To save them from this humiliation from being passed around like...
The vendor deflates before you.
I'm sorry.
Talking to the Einzeltone, not you.
Any idea what the title means? Ultravioletta. You, but from a dream.
Ultravioletta's a pop singer. Degenerate, Lucian electro-dross. There's a new fabricated star every day, it seems, but she's the top of today's pile. As for the title, probably the works of a brain-dead marketing committee.
What's a contemporary L-pop star doing on this obscure format?
Some kind of promo copy, I would assume. Maybe an advanced single of some kind?
So you think it's real and not a bootleg?
Of course it's real. You can't bootleg an Einzeltone. Another of its enduring qualities. This Ultravioletta's gone missing at the moment. Kidnapped by counter-fascist radicals, whatever that means. Lucian marketing plot, if you ask me.
Could be the work of the militia Ruben Rouge, extreme communist fringe group. They've ransomed public figures before.
Marketing is the real art here. Let's piss him
Mystery,
off.
fragility, trying to add something of the legendary to her status.
The vendor looks at the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
You see, like, the one thing that I'm kind of not sure about so far when it comes to this dialogue is the main dialogue lines that the guy is saying out loud are actually getting voice acted. And then you get this little bit here, like the descriptive line, like a sad shake of his head. Like, I tend to miss those because once it gets to the end of the dialogue and he's read out his line, I press on continue and I never really read those little details here because I just presume it's been read out in the dialogue. I don't know, I feel like maybe those little lines should be read out by the narrator. If not, you know, if the actor has delivered this line, I think the narrator should also deliver those lines. Because it's just a bit weird, like, you either have voice acting or you don't. Just having like half of it read out and half of it not read out, it just feels a bit weird. The vendor looks at the red disc and runs a thumb over its surface.
None of this is the Einzeltone's fault, of course. They can't control what gets seared upon them.
There's got to be some way to recover what's on it.
You seem to have misunderstood my soliloquy. It's done. No mirth. The beauty and the tragedy of the format. I hope you dispose of it with dignity. I think a private ceremony would be most appropriate.
He looks sadly down at the disc before handing it back to you. Okay. About those Einzeltone discs.
You'd like to hear more?
Yeah, let me see if there's any info that I can actually maybe use for the case. What happens to the Einzeltone disc once its contents are erased?
It loses its resale value, and the uninspired replayer who listened to it loses a piece of their soul.
How big of a piece? Enough to affect the personality?
Oh, yes. Completely. Though they'd have to have been pretty soulless to play it in the first place.
Mystery solved. Pseudopod listened to a priceless tape and lost his soul.
What does XR stand for?
X remnants. Zero remnants.
Pretty esoteric term we've got here. Just roll with it.
Cool.
Extremely. The Einzeltone magnets are so potent that the erasure is absolute. The X is meant to represent the negative, the complete absence of sound or visual. This was a very conceptual time for storage media, you understand.
Portofino at the break of the 60s. A teenage boy sits on his bed and gazes at a full-page magazine ad for a brand new single-play format. The crimson of the disc spellbinds him. Excited thumbs leave sweat prints on the page. Below the spotlit red disc in bold-faced text, with Einzeltone XR, the first time is the only time. The boy's lips trace the words in awe.
It was a very beautiful time, too.
Well, what's the point if you can only listen to them once?
You can imagine the use cases yourself. Rental markets, promotional copies, that sort of thing. The technical origins are trite. Its deeper purpose is simply to exist, to remain in a rarefied realm of pure potentiality and infinite beauty. Don't forget, we too are single play only, erasing ourselves moment by moment.
So, have you ever listened to one of those discs?
What do I look like to you? A common replayer?
There's that word again.
Oh yeah, replayer. Isn't the point of those discs that you can't replay them? So you just be a common player?
Oh, so you're a semiotician now. I own several, if the word ownership applies to such a delicate relationship. But I would sooner molest myself than an Einzeltone XR disc.
Yeah, maybe you could molest yourself. I'm pretty sure you molest yourself quite a lot with that kind of attitude already. Right. Enough about the one true format.
I judge you to be a woman of culture. You should understand the inherent value of Einzeltone XR.
Okay, so we have learned that listening to one of those discs can actually remove the soul from the listener. So is that what happened to what's his name, our partner? Is it possible to reconstruct an isotone XR? What we need to roll? We need to roll at least 6. Yeah, that's doable, definitely. Oh shit. Oh fuck.
Your mind blanks at the glare. These things are single play only. Anything else is sacrilege.
Petr?
Yes.
Isotones are great, aren't they?
Yes. Very great.
Okay. Oh, we unlock this skill check by gaining modifiers, raising a skill level, or sleeping. Okay, we can try that again. Catch you later.
Maybe not. The bazaar is closing up soon. Another day, another cultural molestation.
Right. Where is the woman that we need to speak to? This is the end of the bazaar, so she must be around here somewhere. What's this again?
A low, tilting shelf marked in heavy block letters. Despised subgenres.
Scan the shelf.
Various sections are separated by narrow plastic dividers, each one labelled with the same neat script.
Look at the closest row.
A baffling assortment. Hairdresser music, children's choirs, self-love anthems, opinionated female vocalists, and too many keyboards.
Opinionated female vocalists. Oh, too many keyboards. Oh yeah, too many keyboards. I agree with that one, definitely. There's some bands that have keyboards and it just makes them sound a bit silly. Hairdresser music, children's choirs, self-love anthems, opinionated female vocalists. Wow. That is a term. Oh, holy shit. That's good. Opinionated female vocalists. Wow.
The labelling and sorting is as meticulous as it is uniformly disdainful.
Look at the middle section.
More labels. Falsetto-centric. Made for pederasts. Made by pederasts. Pretentious time signatures. Yodeling, ululations et al.
Pretentious time signatures. Yeah.
The section Weaponized Boredom includes such titles as Music for Dentist Waiting Rooms and Narcoleptic Landscapes, both by Eloisa Alba. The care placed into the organization is itself an act of love, performed hatefully.
Just so you know, if I was running a media shop like this is exactly the kind of categories I would add. I would categorize my products by. This is amazing. This is so good. Look at the discs in the back.
A single label fills up the entire back row. L-pop.
L-pop? No fucking way.
You feel the media vendor's eyes on you as you flip through the offerings.
It's all shit.
There are vomit bags behind the bin should the urge arise. What galls me is that it doesn't matter how I label any of it. These animals thank me for being thorough and then buy two.
This guy is the equivalent of a video game influencer who will talk shit about a game before it releases for months, give it the worst PR ever, then play it in its entirety on his streams, monetize it obviously, and then do reviews of the game for like months after the game has been completed as well, and just even though it will talk shit about the product for many months, still monetize the fuck out of that product because that is the thing, that's what we do. An absolute fucking media leech is what you are. I wonder if there's anything good buried in here.
You try, but it's difficult to find something you're interested in while wading through the labyrinth of the salesman's disdain. Whisper funk albums, kazoo devotionals, a breakup/meditation EP, an album cover where the singer hugs themselves in the mirror, track lists with 9-minute-long affirmations, a solo project described as ecstatically celibate.
I wonder what you would do with that Mayhem album, which the cover of the album is literally the vocalist, a photo of the vocalist after the vocalist had offed himself with a shotgun against the wall. I wonder where you would put that onto this list.
Almost as though you already knew what you were looking for, you turn straight towards the Made for Pederasts section.
Why?
You pluck out a disc, ultravioletta, cover the moon when I'm gone.
Oh, it's 25. We haven't got enough money. Petra, why is this under music for pederasts?
And what exactly would you call adults who fawn over dolled-up starlets too young to even own the rights to their own music? Huh? Don't tell me you're one of them.
Another time, maybe.
Never is the only sane answer.
Okay, so we would have to roll at least 10 to hone in on a disc. Okay, let's give it a go. Oh well.
It's like there's lead rings weighing down your fingers. You can't even bring yourself to properly look through the bin.
This is all just shit, isn't it?
Derivative, inane shit. Made for nobody. What are you even doing here?
Do you understand now?
How can you stand to sell this stuff to people?
I patiently await the day when an Einzelton aficionado will come and rescue me from this hell. In the meantime, if I didn't sell them this brain poison, they'd just get it somewhere else.
Yeah, okay.
You turn your attention away from the shelf.
Right, I need to find this lady. Where is she? Are you the lady?
Excuse me. Can you take a look at this?
The young woman turns from a store of party wigs and beaded necklaces to thrust a photograph under your nose. Her hood a burrow, she the mouse within.
Look at the photograph.
The photograph shows a robust man well into his 60s. He is unremarkable save his eyes, which are magnified to comedic proportions by the thick lens spectacles in front of him.
Have you seen him before?
No.
You're sure?
She sighs and folds the photo back into her long sleeves.
Thanks for taking a look. Wanna buy some costume accessories? My name's Malène if you need anything.
That photograph, who was that man?
Mi viejo. My dad. He's been missing a few days.
Does he have a name?
Right, I should have started with that, I guess. His name's Enoch Klantz.
Was his memory going?
He's kind of forgetful sometimes. Not a lot, but I'm just worried. I told him watching too much TV was making him crazy.
She raises her hand to bite her nails. A new habit. They're bleeding. Anyone regularly listening to Bagman's sermons on reality could easily lose their grip of the thing.
That is absolutely true, yes. Sounds like a case of Bagman 90s.
Bagman? Yes, that was it. After Dad retired, his friend Gilmar turned him onto the reality situation. They got obsessed, had them convinced they were truth detectives. Which apparently means someone who goes around looking for evidence of invisible aircraft carriers and iodine-deficient children. Dad and Gilmar were always following up on leads and calling into the show. Felt like Bagman was encouraging them, you know?
Of course, but How does the monetization of it work, I wonder? I guess we'll learn
In
at
their
some
right
point.
mind would not follow up on an invisible aircraft carrier.
You don't just spew a bunch of conspiracy theories to people and not monetize it. Sounds like this bagman preys on vulnerable people.
That's what I was scared of. Look, this is kind of embarrassing. My dad developed this insane theory about the payphone to the western exit of the bazaar.
Okay, Western, okay. Go on.
Dad thought certain words said into the right phone gets your attention from the wrong people. He was convinced Emter was behind it all.
Okay, new loose end. People have gone missing after using the payphone at the west entrance to the bootleg bazaar.
Emter, aka Non-Peer Sans Territoire, aka the bank. Equal parts Global Development Fund and spy service.
Dad and his friend Gilmar were big into conspiracies. They were obsessed with the reality situation. They really bought all that stuff.
But why did you think it was EMTERR making people vanish?
Bagman did an episode on them, and so Gilmar started following random people thinking they were from the bank. Not long after, he roped my dad into it.
And what's the EMTERR type according to Batman?
Guys in expensive business suits, usually. Foreign accents, verbally abusive, and tight with their money. Except when it comes to treating a client.
What did he say were they up to?
Normal rich guy stuff. Hitting up the bars and shouting abuse at the local drunks. And then they disappeared into penthouses where they couldn't be followed.
Did they stop?
Miriajo did, but Gilmar stayed out. And then he called my dad around 2 in the morning. He'd overheard something and was explaining it when the call just cut off. My dad went by his house the next day, but Gilmar wasn't there.
And not long after, your dad was gone too.
Yeah. He looked for Gilmar for 2 weeks. Reported him missing to the GMs. Nothing.
Yeah, okay. Interesting.
Why would Emter care about a couple of impressionable old men?
What other words and thoughts set it off?
They seem pretty random. Cousins, moon, reunion.
That's what Gilmar said to him on the phone for
I guess. When he tried to tell me, I wasn't really paying attention to him. He had those written down on a pad in his bedroom. He told me not to say them if I used the phone. It all sounded so silly.
So you're saying the Emter got Gilmar, and then he got your dad?
A couple days ago, he stopped by the stall to bring me lunch. Then he said he was going to make a call. I wasn't nervous at first. I figured there was no risk of anything actually happening. And then he didn't come home.
Washing out the container that carried homemade rice and beans. Glancing out the window above the sink as the sun goes down.
I see.
Yeah. It's just crazy old man shit. He probably just wandered off.
Momentarily, the mumbling from the nearby stalls hushes, listening.
Alright, got the measure of that to conclude.
Anyway, you want a wig? I hear they make you fun at parties.
Okay, see you for now.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, I need to know, actually, we have a new skill point, so let's have a look how we can spend it. What was the thing that we need to use on
My format-sensitive friend. How goes it?
Technoflex, okay.
Maybe
Level
not.
it up. If I go to dossier, right, that's the character sheet, right. Technoflex. Let's level it up. Okay, there we go. Let's try again.
My format-sensitive friend. How goes it?
So now we have 94% chance to pass this. We only need to roll 5. Okay. And we throw 3 dice as well. Yeah, this is going to be easy. Watch me fail anyway. That's not good. Okay.
Nothing is ever truly gone. Everything leaves a residue. Everything with a charge can be summoned back.
There must be some way of bringing isotones back to life.
I'm afraid not. The format is near obsolete. Einzeltone is the past, yet it contains the future.
No,
I mean, there must be some way of reconstructing the medium then.
The vendor recoils, as if you just spat at his feet.
So, your question is, Petre, how do I reanimate a corpse?
Exactly.
You should speak plainly then. I'll be honest, the thought is so disturbing to me that I've never entertained it before. But theoretically...
Breach warning. You are now hacking the firewall of techno-philosophy.
Oh, holy shit.
You would have to repolarize, re-remanence processing, probably a concentrated magnetic flip, neodymium grader. It would involve some custom gear, no doubt, but my answer to your distressing question is yes. I think you could.
I'd love to try.
Why don't you film it and make a snuff disc out of it? One for the techno-voyeurs. Don't ask me about this again. I feel unclean.
Oh, really? Oh, that's all. The whole skill check was just for that.
Maybe not.
Oh, that's a waste. That was a waste. Right. What do we need to pass
A
this
low,
one?
tilting shelf
Instinct.
marked in heavy block letters. Despised subgenres. You turn your attention away.
Yeah, okay, so where's the lady we need to speak to? There was one more person that we need to find in this place. It was a lady vendor. Where is she? It's the entrance. Some balloons. A mass of soft animals. Right, where is this girl? Brass antiques huddled together, the forms carved by hands long ago. What the hell is this?
A cosmonaut suit, a relic of Project Autonomia. Its shoulder patch reads, "The stars are ours, 77.
Is this real?
If it is, then it's one of the few things for sale here that isn't a knockoff Lusian electronic disc or toy.
Check the price tag.
5,000 SAUM.
Hell no.
No wonder it's still here. People with that kind of money don't shop in the bazaar.
Right, what happened in 77? Let's have a look. Oh.
A classroom with a buffed blue floor and white fiberboard tiling. The teacher rolls a square little television in on a cart. The girls in their final year of gymnasium gather round.
The floor was cool against my legs.
The camera follows the white column up, up, and then it jerks or cuts out. When the picture returns, there's just a white cloud sprouting new white limbs. The rocket nowhere to be seen. For a long moment, none of the students can tell what's happening. Then, one by one, they realize. A faulty seal, a minor propellant leak. Next thing you know, 4 cosmonauts are splattered across the face of God. The end of Project Autonomia, engulfing with it Portafero's dreams of stars.
And we watched it live on TV.
You and millions of school children the world over. Expensive, fruitless. The failure of Project Autonomia promptly tanks the Portaferan economy. Supreme Leader Nestor flees into his third exile not long after. As for the bazaar, it's saturated with surplus equipment, memorabilia and replicas. The suit is most likely the latter.
People don't like being reminded of the expensive, fiery death.
You once heard that the pressure in space can turn your whole body inside out. That might be submarines. Your focus widens back to the bazaar.
Okay. So the bazaar continues down here. We still have this metal door to unlock, the one that's prompted by a ball. A gesture to the idea of water safety. Right, what's this? A trap but still humanoid. An ominous quantity of tape. Right, who are you?
Especially good pieces today. Many wearable items.
The old woman glances at you before returning to her magazine.
Nice to meet you.
Carmuna's not agreed to be
Fuck
met.
yes, there she is, at last. Found the girl.
She angles her magazine away from you protectively. Carmuna, the name on Pseudopod's purchase order. Your double owes this woman a minuscule shipment of socks.
Yes. Where would I get... Oh, is that going to be a thing now where I'm going to have to hunt down like 5 pairs of socks just randomly to give to her? To go to the next phase of the quest. Was my colleague here by any chance? Brown jacket, glasses, big into socks.
You're working with a nice boy? The sock seller?
Yes.
Her lips shrivel, and her eyebrows descend as she takes you in properly.
He dressed so nicely, standing so straightly, polite. Had Carmuna thinking that there might be hope for us in Kohila. But you don't look super block at all.
Okay, so what have we got? None of these I would actually want to use right now. He's drilling trouserless, probably shitting himself by now. Rough stuff. Carmuna will hear nothing of... Why isn't this voice acted? So not all the lines have voice acting on it. That's weird. Carmuna will hear nothing of trouserlessness or shitting. Unless, of course, you are buying trousers, in which case, right over here, there.
That nice boy had never seen an aerodrome before. Said they were the most beautiful thing in the world. Then couldn't help himself but say, must be a nightmare for the zoning division. How Carmuna laughed.
Okay. He was drawn to transportation. Interesting. Something took him too far.
You mean the Pittle Tract, perhaps? You can get there by tuk-tuk, easy.
Tuk-tuk.
She focuses her attention back towards her magazine, careful not to let you see inside.
Carmuna would help, but it's a busy day. Other matters to tend to.
What are you hiding in that magazine?
Quiet, Menina. Does Carmuna blurt your business? Who are you, anyway?
She ruffles the magazine angrily, then looks up at something behind you.
No! Are you crazy? He will see. Now Carmuna said too much.
She peers out from behind the pages, eyes softening. She has deemed you clumsy enough to be trustworthy.
We are dealing with an aerial creep. He's watching the whole bazaar. Carmuna has a mirror in here to watch him in turn.
Oh, okay.
The woman angles her magazine towards the unfinished pylon towering at the edge of the market.
That's so far away, there's no way you can see us all the way from over there. That's crazy distance. Looks like he's got some equipment up there. He's creeping for higher powers. Let them come, Menina. Carmuna prefers soldiers to spies.
Used to give him what for whenever we made eye contact, but he was unmoved. Very suspicious. He is creeping, keeping watch on behalf of Polaris knows who, monitoring our ways. He's spying our comings and goings. Carmuna will tell you all about your nice boy if you go find out why.
Sounds intimidating. I'll go and find out what he's up to.
Be careful, Menina. Don't mention Carmuna. Go through that gate just south of here and keep going down. You'll get to him.
Okay. Have you seen It was it Malin or Malin? I can't remember. Have you seen Malin's father?
Carmona sees this magazine.
Oh, nice. Thank you. See you.
Bazaar's closing soon, Menina. Don't forget to check the racks.
Check the racks. Okay, let me see if I can actually check the racks. I don't think I can. Oh, what's this? Rumba canned coffee. Made from beans grown in Dream of Rustum and roasted in Portofiro's Hill of Pigs neighborhood. Acidic enough to bore a hole in your stomach. Fatigue -2, anxiety +1. Okay. So far, we don't need to drink it. What's this? The building's sleeping breath is visible in the cool air. Right. So do I go through this door to
The gate is bound to the pole by a thin steel chain. The gap between leaves little room for passage. Only ghosts can pass freely between such crevices.
Inspect the chain.
Rust speckles your fingertips. A system compromised at the subatomic level.
Open the gate?
You push the gate. The metal creaks, but it doesn't move. It's held fast by a rusty chain.
Doppelgang, but it requires chain cutters. Okay, so we haven't got the tool for it. No, it's locked. Okay,
The gate creaks in the breeze behind you.
Yeah, sure. I'm sure it does. Right, so how do we get back to the tower? How do we go and speak to this dude on the tower? Do we go out and go around? I know that the lady selling clothes told us how to get there, but I kind of didn't listen. I've not really heard it. On the verge of collapse, worn by water. Jump down. Yeah. Ooh, fridge. Dissected and abandoned. Requires pry bar. Okay. So yeah, this is the tower, is it? How do I get to it? Is that a pig? Is that a boar? Oh, look at him. We can't zoom in on the boar. That's very sad news. Right, how do I get to this tower? Oh, it goes around... No, that's a dead end. Let's have a look at the journal. So, check out the aerial creep. The garment vendor Kamuna is convinced a strange man up on the pylon south of the bazaar is creeping. Look into the matter for her. Speak with the aerial creep. He sat on top of a pylon just south of the bootleg bazaar. Yeah, the question is how do I get to it? Does it go further down this way? No, is that a bridge? You know what, I'm gonna... What was this? We had a little pop-up above our head. Blueprints. A ladder hugs the edge of the canal. Rust eating at its rungs. Darkened patches show where the water level has risen, lowered, then risen again. Glance at the device on the other side. It's an old water lock used to grant passage to boats and barges passing through. Look into the water. The water's reddish tinge and oily distortions across the slick surface make it hard to see far.
Wet cloth and iron dust. Foul. Chemical. Tiny silhouettes drift beneath the surface, darting in irregular arcs.
Must be a way to operate the water lock.
Looking at the device, you don't see a panel or switch. That would suggest a control room nearby.
I'm guessing I'm going to need a tool to operate it though.
Like the one over there, to the east.
Yeah, there's one behind the person down this way. But yeah, I'm guessing I need a tool for that. The metal has rusted in some places, corroded in others. Who are you?
Looks like the shrimping is off for today, Caracalito. We don't want to get in the GM's way.
I guess. The man and the young girl grimace at a barge that appears to be jammed between the canal walls.
What are you up to?
We came here to do some shrimping. but that doesn't seem possible right now.
What's that barge doing here?
Not sure. It seems to be stuck in the waterlock. Maybe it's broken again. It happens from time to time as it's so old. Yeah, so should we.
Yeah, I'm still no wiser on how to get to the tower. So there's a passage this way apparently. So I think I'm here, right? I need to go back and down this way. Or am I already this way? Okay, so I think I was already down there. Okay, that's where I need to be. I'm trying to figure out what all of this means. So, okay, so those are... So this is the bazaar, this is the media shop, this is the media stall, right? This is where we have the skill check that we've not passed. It's marked on the map by a lock. It's cool though how the map is drawn on a piece of toilet paper as well. That's pretty cool. We can fast travel back to the bazaar, that's handy. Other than that, that's the phone. What's this? Goat eyes. Personalism. So we're here. That's the skill check. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not sure how to get to the tower still. Oh, I need to interact with the water lock to close it maybe, which will open the way to the tower. So, right, okay. So let's go over the bridge. What's this?
The intercom is covered by a protective plastic film. A button embossed in the shape of a cheerful dolphin shines at the bottom. Yet another device bearing the Renotel emblem. Only recently installed too.
Peel off the plastic film or press the call button. I'm gonna press the call button.
The indicator light flicks on.
Hello?
A high-pitched whine from the speaker. After a second, a voice emerges through the static.
Is it working? Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear.
Oh, that's good. I never know if I'm pressing the right thing.
A melodic voice that makes you think of flowers blooming in time-lapse.
You have a nice voice.
Thank you. No one's ever told me that before.
You really do.
That's a very nice thing to hear out of clear blue through this little speaker in front of me.
I have to say the quality of this microphone and the speaker is quite uncanny. Like the speech of this woman is way clearer than what the media seller was when we spoke to him face to face. It's yeah, it's quite weird.
You also have a nice voice.
Thank you. You're just saying that.
No, I'm really not.
No. Is this intercom new?
Yes, actually. We aren't exactly open to the public, so this is just a light security measure. Sorry, I'm still getting used to it.
Oh, we can sleep again.
The intercom looks expensive. The interference suggests a building-wide system. Nothing light about the security.
What's this building used for?
Désolé. If you don't know, you're probably not supposed to be here.
You loose end, you need a reason to be let inside the building with the intercom. You need a clear sack. Roundabout.
Very vague. Almost secretive.
Yes. Right. I just wanted to look around, really.
Unfortunately, we don't really accommodate looks around.
Oh, That's a shame.
The dermis of static masks any change in her tone. This door opens for someone. That's why there's an intercom. You just need her to tell you who.
Open the door. So we need to roll at least 10 with the 2 highest. Okay. So looking at this interface, it says throw 3 dice, but one of them is crossed out. I'm guessing that one's crossed out because we are not high enough level to do this. But we can retry it later on, so we might as well give it a go. There's 35% chance we'll get it right, so we might as well give it a go. Yeah, we only rolled 2 dice. It's weird. Is this the Dolphin Guild HQ?
The what? Sorry?
You won't let me in because you don't want me to see your tails.
Is this another crank call? This is exactly why we got the intercom. If you're here to waste my time, please don't.
I don't want to upset the lady with a nice voice, so we'll just leave it there for now. That's all, thank you.
Bonne journée.
The line snaps off as the intercom lights dim. So what? Visitors, please use intercom. And what's that? Behind the advertisement, a path. Ooh, path. We do love a path. The rusted catwalk creaks under every tread. Is this my way to the tower? Who's this guy?
You shouldn't be here.
The Guardian municipal officer rubs his eyes and straightens himself out. What's going on around here?
Bit of a hold-up with a barge over there. He nearly got robbed by a gang, no less. Nothing was taken, luckily, but they did manage to break the damn thing's engine. So now it's stuck there until the replacement parts arrive.
Okay, so what options do we have? Miracle Line, I'm gonna ask him about that, yeah.
Let's see now. I hear it's in the back ways, right next to where the ex-pilots drink their sheep carcass juice.
Sheep carcass juice?
Some indigenous recipe of theirs. Imagine the worst thing you've ever tasted.
Damn.
Now imagine sucking it out of a dead sheep's arse.
Yeah, I'll pass on that one, I think.
Please don't imagine that. Definitely don't be tempted to drink it either.
Yeah, I don't think I will, honestly.
If you want to see for yourself, just walk the path all the way to the west until you come across some old men giving each other an hard time.
What kind of a gang are we talking about?
Oh, very dangerous. Probably one of the Azuri lot. Yeah, you wouldn't want to mess with them, miss.
Azuri mob is a foreign crime syndicate you've only heard about in passing. Always with a warning to stay away.
They were kids, weren't they?
No. Full-grown adults. I heard one of them even had a beard.
Oh, there was a story from years ago. I went to a club for a New Year's Eve party with my friend. I had a full beard at the time, and I never really had my ID on me because I never got ID'd anywhere because I always looked a bit older than what I was. And I got to this place and the bouncer wouldn't let me in, and my friend was like, "But how can you think this guy is a kid? He's got a full beard." And the guy said, "There was a kid here a couple of hours ago who had a bigger beard than he does, and he was younger. He was a kid, so you know you can get bearded kids apparently."
The parts may take a while as the trade route slowed up recently. Used to be a lot quicker a couple of weeks ago.
What's causing the slowdown?
Must be something at the docks by the bazaar, but I wouldn't know more specifically, outside of my jurisdiction.
Thanks. Why are you blocking this door?
You can't go in there, I'm afraid. That's what I'm here for. No one gets in.
Just tell me what's in there.
Only the controls to the waterlock, but we can't risk anyone lowering the water right now. It would damage the barge even further, you see.
Okay.
You probably shouldn't.
So we need to get rid of the barge. Well, we need to open or close the water lock. So the barge, we can get rid of the barge, and then we can lower the water level to get to the tower.
Rubbish is piled so high it overflows the rim of the metal container. The sanitation crews are running behind schedule.
Peer inside.
The layers of detritus are many days deep. A whole history of discarded artifacts is piled up in front of you.
Okay, let's perform urban forensics on the rubbish. We have 2% chance. We need to roll at least 12, so we need to basically roll 2 6s. Can I retry this? Yes, we can. Okay, let's go for it. We might get lucky, you never know. Nope. Otherwise, this will have been a pretty good roll, but not
You
in this
jump up
instance.
to the rim and let your upper body descend into the rotting wasescape.
Nice.
It's like you're entering the putrid lands of some dark fantasy.
Oh yeah?
Like the pulpy dreck you used to read as a child, with titles like Ditch Wader, The Gore Chamber, and the Dreadlance Trilogy.
Alright, well, this is a new dark fantasy adventure. Kickstart the imagination engine.
Somewhere in your mind, an ancient motor grinds to life.
Plow your arm into the carcass fields.
Corpses damp with blood line the dirt path you walk. Even the trees reaching out from the furrowed fields are dead and gnarled.
Onward.
The bodies multiply and get more decayed the further you go. Soon, you can no longer see the humanity that was once in them.
Keep marching.
You are now wading through a pungent mire of stringy sinew. Stomach acid and melted muscle drags at your legs until you can walk no more. But not all is lost. The journey has won you a treasure from deep inside the trash container.
Hell yeah.
It's a huge amount of plastic cutlery and paper plates.
Oh, it's just what I wanted.
The only places that would need such a high volume of cheap tableware are schools and prisons.
Unusual find in this part of the city.
Most likely a faulty order that came in through the docks, disposed of nearby. Any other explanation quickly becomes a lot more mysterious. You have reached the end of this path. Everything has been recorded and will be stored within your inner archives.
Okay, I'd say that's enough.
The rubbish container and all its spoils continue to rot through time.
Right. So what can we find at the end of this pier here? Can I enter the barge? A weathered aluminium sign warning against docking here. Yeah, that's not really worked, has it? So the barge is off limits. Right, let's have a look at the not the dossier. Where is the journal? There we go. So loose ends information that might be useful later. Right. You need a reason to be let inside the building. People have gone missing. A boy in a bazaar is wielding an imported toy sword. Okay. You made a note of the calling number. Yeah. Yeah. Recommended Dr. Hugo on the houseboat west of the bazaar. Okay, Dr. Hugo. On the barge west of bazaar. So that's like over this way, right? Can I fast travel to the bazaar actually? How do I do that? There we go. Yeah, that's pretty handy. And I like how you unlock it pretty much straight away in the game. You don't have to like make progress through the story to unlock fast travel points. They're just there as soon as you know, find the place, which is cool. Not that there's really anything wrong with games that lock fast travel until later on in the game. I've been playing Dark Souls a lot recently for a video that's due out tomorrow, and Dark Souls has, you know, Dark Souls locks fast travel until much later into the game. So, and there's nothing wrong with that, really. But it's just handy to be able to fast travel straight away. Right, there's a lot of cool people just hanging around here. I want to talk to them at some point, but I do want to find this doctor. Are you the doctor? You look like not a doctor, but I will guess that you are a doctor. Oh, feather white sneakers. Cushion to provide the lightest of steps for those who labor on the feet all day. The whiteness will last as long as you put patience with prospective customers. Coordination +1 and poetics -1. I'll take them, but probably won't wear them. Actually, what kind of stats do we get from our current shoes? Cold read +1 and coordination -1. Okay. Right, do we have any more barges in the dock? Or is that the only one? That's another one, but I think that one is locked. You can make that jump with your eyes closed. Okay. So I'm guessing this is also locked behind skill checks. If my, I don't know, coordination, whatever it might be, was low enough, I would not be able to do this, maybe? I think that was one of the skill checks that you would pass in Disco Elysium, where there were some, like, physical activities in that game, like this, for example, where if you were not flexible or agile enough, you wouldn't be able to do them. Fresh, the paint fumes make your head ache. Some gloves. Elegant black gloves. Handwear favored by Sun's Axe, upper class. Become a person above fingerprints and the law. Command respect with the silence of silk. Statehood +1. So there's no negative to these gloves. Might as well just put them on. How do I put them on? Oh, just double click will do. Okay. That's a really good find. Layers of graffiti and artistic turf walk. Right. Is this the door that we have found before? Yes. So that's a shortcut. Okay. So there are two ways to get to this point. Either by cutting these doors open, or by doing this. So yeah, I'm guessing this must be locked behind the skill check. Otherwise you wouldn't have the second path to get inside. Some kind of rule of interdiction. Now, affected with black. I missed it. Acquired prybar. Well, we found a way to the tower at least, so we are progressing. Construction materials still in the box. Somehow gathering rust. Let's go up. Let's have a chat with the creep. That is a climb, isn't it? Look at this little ball. So cute. Jesus fucking Christ. I could not do this in real life. This is... Yeah, this is not good. At this point, my hands would be so sweaty, I would literally lose grip with the ladder and just slide off into my death. Bottled water, meal bars, wipes, supplies for an extended stay. So he's staying here for a long time. I'm gonna take all of your shit. Chain cutters, fuck yeah. And Jeffa Red and Black Blend. What's this? Premium canned coffee for the discerning caffeine addict. Goes down smooth. Fatigue -3, anxiety +2. Interesting. So coffee seems to increase your anxiety while lowering fatigue. That's pretty cool. Yeah, it's a nice little balancing out system.
The man doesn't react or turn as you approach, your feet echoing off the high metal. Don't look now, but you can see through the metal floor, all the way down.
Maybe I should have taken something to deal with the anxiety. Can I do it now? Yes, I can. Right. Anxiety -2 with the beer. I'm gonna... Oh, I can't use it in dialogue. Okay. That's a shame. Well, hopefully it will go smoothly. Anyways.
I saw you by the fire exit.
Oh, yeah?
His tone, one step short of accusatory.
You were watching me?
You considered the pelota ball. You know it doesn't belong there, but you left it all the same. Very difficult to watch.
Oh, he's on about the door. Okay. So if I had removed it and left the door closed as it was saying on the sign, maybe this dialogue would have gone differently. Did you want me to close the door?
That would have been ideal. It's been open for days, a flagrant disregard for safety. It has been bad. Still, you've come a long way. Fortunately, the view just about compensates.
Again, the quality of the voice recording has gone down between this and this line. It's weird. Task updated. Check out the aerial creep. Okay, so what are you doing up here?
I'm being punished. My employer has placed me in an impossible position.
He recognized the patch sewn into his trousers. It's the Carril de Portoferro's logo, the oldest transit company in the city.
I'm a safety inspector, watching the lines. As you might have noticed, this pylon is under construction, technically.
I don't see any work happening.
Precisely. That's because this line, Line 9, will never be finished.
Why?
What we're sitting on is hardly more than a sketch. This pylon's angle deviated more than expected as the concrete set. Hazardous near water. Shouldn't have skimped on materials.
New loose end. The pylon engineer says Line 9 will not be in service anytime soon.
Then there are the clearance issues. The party alley rooftops are higher than the building department's official records.
These aero trams would shear those right off.
How is that your problem?
I'm the safety inspector on this segment. Construction can't proceed without my approval. Approval I cannot possibly give. Since the last round of enter stabilization, they've been trying to force us lifers out. We can be fired, not easily, but they can take away the work that made us stay in the first place. I have two options. I could falsify my reports and declare Line 9 safe for construction anyway, or I could quit. Either way, the company can lose.
You seem strangely at peace with all this.
I wasn't always. I thought about throwing myself off this pylon, right where you're standing. I used to fantasize about the GMs dragging my waterlogged corpse from the canal.
Damn, that's dark.
Fortunately, this spot lends itself to reflection. Contemplating my punishment helped me see how to live with it.
The question is, can you live with your own?
You're not a fan of the EMTERR, I take it?
I'm a structural engineer. I believe in stability. What Emperor has brought isn't that. Their version of stabilization shifts the responsibility of managing entropy from the state to the individual. Human existence always carries entropy with it. That's inherent in the system. Social insurance, pensions, fair wages, these are measures against the entropy of living. They're also expensive.
Would you ever live somewhere else?
I've never lived anywhere else, so I can't say. I suppose there's the superblock, but they sign letter Wolker as well.
He glances down. The world spins slowly.
There's entropy in all systems. No living thing can avoid it entirely.
Okay, so we have 27% chance to contemplate on the nature of his punishment. We need to roll at least 9. Modifiers, +1 entropy everywhere. -1 distracting fire exit. Oh, the metal door with the ball. Okay. I see. Right. Well, let's give it a go. We can try any... Yeah, we can retry it later on anyways. That was... When I saw the 5, I was like, yeah, we got
Whatever
this.
thoughts you tried to summon are carried away by the wind whistling through the metal.
I do not appear to be contemplating. Take a deep breath.
The crisp air sends a pleasant tingle through your abdomen.
Some of the bazaar folks are worried about you being up here. The crippled seamstress, you mean? Do you know her? I don't, but I see her gesticulating or at me often enough. Clearly she's got some theories in her head. He's not bothered by you bringing this up. Still, I hope you don't take that claim seriously. Yeah, I don't think you're creeping. Okay. Have you seen anything interesting up here? Many things, but everyone has their own definition of interesting. What's yours? What happened to the voice acting? Where has that gone? Have you seen anything spooky? There is an unmoored boat. Has been floating around the... This is... I'm sure there's a typo here. That's incorrect. There is an unmoored boat has been floating around the canal to the south. Yeah, this is wrong. There doesn't seem to be a driver or any crew. Sometimes the wind carries an awful noise from it up to my ear. Okay. New loose end. Strange noises are coming from an unmoored houseboat by the southern shore. Well, could this explain the weird paper plate and plastic cutlery, maybe? Hold on, can you describe the noise it's making? Guttural and aggressive, like some kind of a primordial steel beast is locked in a battle with a diseased swamp pig. Could be just death metal vocalists having a little sing-off.
Terror to most, but for those with a taste for it.
You mean like music? I'm afraid so. Ah. A ghost boat. Definitely of interest to me. Oh, hell yeah. I hope nothing is amiss on board. Unfortunately, that seems rather likely. Wondering if you saw someone, a man, brown suit, bald spot, dialectical glasses.
A friend of yours?
Just a colleague.
Oh, alright.
I couldn't say. I'm above the bazaar, not of it. I just see the people come and go. Well, what have you seen? Natural tides of commerce. Boatmen unloading goods, porters delivering pallets, customers browsing, lots of pleasing symmetries, if you have the eye for it.
And that fire exit door, still open.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah, I'll close it later. Chill out. Okay, so that's that for this dialogue. What's your problem with the palotto ball? Its presence offends me. That's a clearly marked fire exit. If you have the chance, I'd appreciate it if you'd remove it. Okay, well, see you later. Okay, let's go and remove the ball. Tell the old lady that he's not creeping. And maybe then we'll come back and try to run the skill check with him again. Because we should have a better chance at actually succeeding with the ball being removed from the door. I'm also not going to go and look inside the fire exit either now, because I think that would upset him even more. So yeah, we'll just close the door, remove the ball, and come back. Okay, okay. Try and level up. No skill points. Right. How do I know? Oh, experience 65 out of 100. So that's what we need left. We need 35 experience to level up again. I can jump onto the boat. Oh, yeah, it's the same one that we jumped across before. Right. What's in here? Steady pony. Smokes. It tastes like sawdust and head rush like contact cement. Reliably bad, but reliable. Okay. Lockpick required. Wait, we do have chain cutters now, right? Let's have a look. Chain cutters. Tools. Where are my tools? Smokes. Nice. More beer. Sick. I do believe we saw someone. We met someone in this game already. And the game said that this person has lockpicks. I think it was the weed dealer. But we couldn't buy anything from him. We couldn't get any
The man
lockpicks
gives
from him.
no indication of registering your presence. His mirrored sunglasses are turned skywards.
He looks like a vampire. Is he the doctor?
Must be cataract glasses. He's visually impaired. Maybe mentally impaired also.
Excuse me?
You're excused. Help you with something?
Look around the barge.
An old, low-slung workforce with tar patches, welded plates, and mismatched boards. Marina 32, early 70s issue. Port of Fear manufacturing. Built for municipal dredging, but this one's been heavily modded.
A 32. Reliable class. Except for a few bolts disagreeing about their place. Still, reputation's deserved. He's got a few more years left in him. He raps his knuckles on the cabin roof. What's your name? Boatman. I don't want to speak to him. I thought he was a doctor.
He lowers
We'll
his
come back to it later on. Like, we'll come back to it later on. There is supposed to be a doctor here somewhere, right? Like, the woman said there's a doctor on one of the boats. Speaking of the woman, where is she now? Some more smokes. We have so many smokes now. The bazaar is over this way, I believe. Let's go and close the door. There we go.
The fire exit remains ajar, ball wedged into the crack.
Let's give the engineer a little wave while we're here.
You raise your hand to wave at the engineer on his pylon. He waves back.
Take the ball.
You pocket the ball and close the fire.
Its time as a door stop has left it permanently deformed. It now serves as a warning. Save your purpose or you may find yourself repurposed. Right, so where do I put this? Oh, I can't during dialogue. Yeah, I forgot. End. Okay, so... Oh, blueprints +1 or coordination +1. I'm gonna go for coordination for now.
You approach Carmuna's rack of clothing, protected from the elements by a clear plastic sheet. No two pieces are alike. Second-hand olds and newish fakes. Fashion has a short memory. Anything worn long enough to have been faked is already ancient. The rack sways with misspelled logos and forgotten styles. Cowboy boots. Hangers scrape against metal as you thumb through the racks. Foreign material shifts under your fingers.
Okay.
You turn
We'll leave
away
it.
from...
We don't really need any more closed at the moment.
Carmona saw you scaling the pylon, but she did not see the creep fall to his death.
He's just an engineer watching the tram line.
Oh. Well, engineering is good work, proper. Though he doesn't seem to be doing much of it. Carmona knew he was off, but just a slacker all along. Carmona would not take comfort in that. Here.
Okay. One skill point gained, so we've just leveled up. Okay, that's cool. That's completed. Check out the creep. 30 points. And skill point gained.
Some comfort in return. Not that Carmona's forgotten you came here with questions. Ask away.
You were going to tell me about my colleague from the super block.
Ah, yes. He was fine super block suit. I should have known you were cut from the same cow the way you scaled that pylon. I sent him to the docks west of here. Head boatman there reports directly to the bazaar manager, in charge of imports, exports. Maybe he knows where he went.
Okay. Do you ever contemplate your mistakes? Any tips?
Is that what you were doing up on that pylon? Yes, Carmona knows a contemplation face when she sees it. You want to stop that, Menina? This entire bazaar is mistakes. Mistakes built on mistakes. People, too. You start contemplating. How are you to stop? Don't try it again.
Yes, contemplations are over now. You might get lost in them. That's true. That's true in a way.
Bazaar's closing soon, Menina.
Yeah, I've heard that before. Right. I do want to find a doctor before our friend dies from whatever it is that happened to him. Journal. Finish tasks? Cool. What is a tag? Remove tag. Right. I'm gonna add tag to this. No, I'm not sure what it does, but I'm gonna add the tag to this. I'm guessing that's gonna mark it on like the quest tracker or something. Constance recommended Dr. Hugo on the houseboat west of the bazaar. Okay, west of the bazaar. So west is this way still. Do the boats stretch out over this way as well? Let's go and find out. The back ways. Okay. I seem to have pressed on the map of this place somehow. I don't see any houseboats. Oh, that's a houseboat. Surely that's a boat, yeah. Good spot for eavesdropping. Okay, that's good to know. Who is this dude? Right, do I just stand here and just listening to this guy's conversation? Or just waiting and... Okay, 80 hours a week is not a problem. Is this a troll? Am I actually supposed to be doing this? Or am I going to just stand here for hours looking at random dialogue lines from this guy? Let me talk to him.
Unwise to your presence. A lanky young man presses the handset against his flushed cheek. It practically clings to it, like a shipwreck survivor holding onto a piece of driftwood.
I don't know how much time we have. You have to help me fill it in.
Whatever the person on the other end of the line has to say to that, it makes the man's eyes squeeze shut and his mouth slacken in a guttural groan. The line appears to be occupied.
I can't possibly perform under these conditions. You have to make me.
Okay, so we have an option to talk to him and interrupt the conversation, clear your throat, which is going to have the same effect, and just walk away. Why can't I just stand here and listen to his conversation a bit more? I'm gonna ask him straight up what's going on here, I think.
The gap! I'm not even worthy to approach it on hands and knees. My little heart wouldn't be able to take it.
Could this have anything to do with the sensuous phone card you found on Pseudopod?
Okay, so we have 41% of making an assessment of the phone line hog. We need to roll 8. Let's go. Let's see. Good. Good. Nice.
Perversion. Developed world variety. But what sort?
Please. I need to feel like my position's in jeopardy.
Oh, it's a kink. Consider his suit.
Wall de collage. Super 130. Looks more expensive than it feels.
Manswear makes no sense to me.
It makes no sense to most men either.
Exactly. I don't really understand. And I think a lot of men don't really understand what's the appeal of suits since they're so fucking uncomfy, but there we go.
Lanky, malnourished. His physical form is an object of abuse and neglect in equal measure.
What has he abused?
His lungs and liver foremost. You can tell by his one colour.
Was it his soul?
What comes to mind is a handkerchief, buffeted on a night wind, eternally in retreat from itself.
What a bastard.
On the contrary, he's been making 250k a year since he was 22, plus benefits.
Maybe he's loaded, but still, seems a bit like a weirdo, like a bit of a loser.
Put all the pieces together, and the conclusion is obvious. This man works for Emter.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that have money, but they're still losers regardless.
I need to know that if I don't pull this off, billions of soul worth of international loans and investments may be at risk. Tell me you'll report me to human capital if I displease our counterparties.
The sex addict on the payphone by the docks works for Emter. Yeah, that's a weird kink, isn't it?
Just get his attention.
But the thing is, like, I'm talking about people that are loaded, but they still are losers. And like, the one thing that I've noticed when I meet these people is that they do have a very weird kink about just how important they are to everyone around them. So I'm not really surprised about this kink. That it seems like a pretty cool reflection on actual type of a person in real world. It's pretty cool.
Oh, I think I forgot someone's title.
Know anything about this? Show him their sensuous phone card.
He flaps a hand in your direction, as though dismissing a servant. This rocket is close to liftoff. No room for a co-pilot in that command capsule.
You know so much, and I so little. The power differential is grotesque, highly problematic. Don't change it.
It's like a tram crash. I can't look away.
I'm your faithful dog. I know nothing. I question less.
Right, that's enough for now.
The air fills with erotic bleating as you turn to go.
Right, I do hope that this is where the doctor lives, because I want to save the guy. Patient charts left out in the open. Okay, so we have a ladder, and we have a doctor. The half skull above a bib of organs makes you shudder. And medical equipment gathering dust, and also he spends his days sitting with his back to his memories.
Welcome to the clinic. My name is Dr. Hugo. How can I help you?
I need you to save someone's life right now. I think I might be dead
The man
already.
takes a measured sip of water from a clay cup as he eyes you carefully.
Yeah, so you won't believe it. I found my partner, my colleague from work, passed out on the chair in our apartment, and having realised that he's not really responding to anything, he's kind of like in a coma in a way, I just decided to pick him up and throw him onto the floor in a very, very, I guess, unappealing condition and posture. So I need you to go to my apartment and find this man and save his life.
Behind him, shelves heaving with medical textbooks.
I'd like to ask you a medical question.
Of course. What can I help you with?
What makes someone go completely catatonic? An empty vessel where a human being used to be.
Catatonia is an incredibly general symptom. It could be caused by anything from overdose to meningitis to a stroke. I'd need to see the patient to venture a guess.
Say he was fine medically until he listened to a weird audio disc. What then?
I suppose audio could trigger some sort of neurological event, but they are exceedingly rare. More than likely, it's a coincidence. He may have sat down, put on his headphones, and then had a massive cardiac event. Substance use is also rampant in musical subcultures, I've been told.
That's the second time he's brought up drugs.
Interesting.
Quite so.
Could you recommend another doctor, at least?
Someone would be reckless enough to diagnose a patient in absentia. I don't recommend such a doctor at all.
Warning noted. Where can I find them?
All right. Party Alley. There's a clinic there, run by one. Gonzalo Gonza.
Okay. So let's go to the party
He might be
alley.
willing to help. Frankly, you two may even get along.
Pretend it's theoretical. He's stable, no injuries, no drugs.
No, it would all be guesswork, which is unwise, medically or ethically.
The thing is, he's not really mobile at the moment.
He angles his head slightly as he looks at you impassively.
Okay, so we're just going
Someone
to
would... I hope the patient in question recovers quickly.
Right, I'll go and see this Gonza then.
He gives you a brief nod and nothing else.
See you later.
Until next time.
Very, very helpful. Yeah. Looked so helpful. I'm not going to help you because I think you're taking drugs. Therefore, I'm going to send you to another doctor who is actually helping people with drugs. So whereabouts is Party Alley? Okay, this way. So we can just get there if we go northern east. Which I think is this way. Yeah, this is, oh! There's stuff to pick up. What's that? Wiśnia brand schnapps. Oh, Wiśnia. That's, that means cherry in Polish. Oh, we have some balls.
Wild boar piglets snuffle through the city's trash, still wearing the stripes of babyhood like halitosis humbugs.
I'll recruit them. The fascists will never see it coming.
You didn't bring any pamphlets or manifestos.
True.
But where there are bullets, there are boars. An adult can be up to 500 pounds of bristled, pitiless hog with tusks.
Toss the Pilato ball to the piglets.
This day may go down in history as the first strike in the Great Boar Human Wars.
Oh, damn. I just wanted to play them. I just wanted to play catch.
They don't know what that is.
Ah, shit. Look for an adult boar.
You scan from left to right, checking the alley's tangled contours for a hint of hairy maternal rage. There is none.
Alright, I'll come away.
You turn from a vacant alleyway.
Vishnya had gummies. Portofero's favourite cherryish liquor. Now in an alcoholic, chewable form, guaranteed to relax the mind and exercise the jaw. Articulous too, but it gains you calming chewing. Okay. Right, so where is Party Alley? Go this way. I am walking through and skipping a lot of stuff. There's a lot of people and a lot of locations to go and explore. I just want to get to the Party Alley as soon as, though. Mesh bodysuit. What does that do? Personalism +1, double gang -1. Okay, I'm gonna put that on. Oh shit! Wait. Oh. I guess that's a look. Okay. Instincts, blueprints. So that gives us personalism. Instincts. I'm gonna go for instincts in the end. I think they are quite useful in just general observations around the world, maybe? Right, where is my dude? Where is my doctor at? I can't get through. Yeah, where is the doctor? So, Party Alley, this is where we are. I'm guessing there's going to be a banner somewhere.
The tiles of this plaza seem to radiate outwards from the strange tree at its center, unlike any other you've seen in this city.
What tree is this? Let's see.
Yellow tree.
Fair enough. Let's leave for now.
You leave the mysterious tree.
Yes, indeed. Right. They don't look like a doctor to me. That's blocked off. I don't see any doctors here either. Yeah, let's just walk around the area and see what we can find. What's this? Oh, some more cigarettes. A giant made of concrete, long defeated. Oh, Dr. Gonza. Here we are. Boxers have taken over the place of patients in this office. Diagnosis line reads closeted homosexual. No.
Not one step further, bored scum. I'll do it.
Anxiety raise +1. Okay.
I'll enjoy it too. I think I can probably come just from watching the trauma sink into your face, right before the oxygen stops reaching my brain for good.
Oh, okay. I only just realized what's going on with him. Do it. Yours won't be the first body I've handled recently.
Don't pretend you're interesting. I can smell it on you, you know? The forms, the files, the fucking bureaucratic miasma that birthed you.
Pupils track you like a cornered animal trying to recognize the butcher.
So you conspicuously not talking to your little colleague out there. I know you're from the medical board, and I know he's been watching me.
Medical board? Lame. I'm worse than that.
There is no words. If you're not bored, which you fucking are, then go and deal with the stain of narc shit lurking outside. I know that scarf of his is a fucking wire.
I still don't know what you're on about.
Right outside. Small stature, big hair, bigger scar. I knew his superior would be a woman. Stench of xenophobia all over him. No one takes down Dr. Gonzalo E.S. Gonza, except Gonzalo E.S. Gonza.
What exactly do you want me to do about the bored narc?
His eyes flash.
Bring me one of his lying, scheming, bored narc teeth.
Oh. Wait, one of his actual teeth?
Actually, yes. Narc canines, bearing the mark of their subhuman nature.
Alright, sounds fun.
Here, use these. My board can then pry.
Oh, we got a pry bar. Sick. Warden Act Tooth coming right up.
Bluff me until I see teeth.
I do have a legitimate medical concern, though.
What am I, your mother? Rub cocaine on it. That'll numb almost anything.
My colleague, he's catatonic.
Don't shit me, you wired fuck. You and whoever's listening are not going to lure me in with ethically stimulating cases again.
Fine, I suppose I'll try Dr. Hugo.
Hugo Abbe? The dry-cocked, rules-loving traitor? Good luck. You'd be better off asking the vegetable.
Well, don't kill yourself before I get back.
I'll do as I very well please, bored harpy.
Right, so who am I robbing of their teeth? Exactly, some small person, I think it was, with big hair. I'm gonna take your booze very quickly, if you don't mind. Just grab that little beer right there, thank you. Right, who is this person that we are supposed to rob over the teeth? Is it you? Fidgeting teenager, what?
The boy shifts in his cocoon of mismatched fabric.
About the doctor's office over there?
Yeah?
He says you're spying on him.
I know. He keeps shouting at me. He thinks I'm a narc. I'm no narc, and I got a D in biology.
Very good. Well, he says you're with the medical board.
He glances up at you from the ground. His expression of furtive shame, as characteristic of puberty as the acne and fuzz on his cheek.
Nothing to report yet, but I'm not going anywhere.
Right, so what was the update on that one? Not sure. Okay. I do think he might be insane. He gave me this. Joe Prybar.
He gave you that to intimidate me, yeah? Thinks I'm scared? Well, I'm not.
You should be. He wanted me to knock out one of your teeth.
What do you mean I should be? I'm not afraid of any pry bar, and I have plenty of teeth.
Evidence of some sort. Doctor stuff.
Fine. Do it.
What?
Fuck it. I don't give a shit. Take one of my teeth, yeah? Show him I don't give a fuck about his mad shit.
Okay.
I have my own shit going on out here. I'm on a mission. And if mission demands teeth, then fuck it. Have teeth.
He's willing to bleed for this. Whoever sent him is way scarier than any board inspector.
What is your deal?
I don't know.
Tell me what you do for fun.
I hang out like everyone else. It's
What
normal.
is there to do around here?
I don't know.
Doesn't know much, this one.
Well, let's back out and get the tooth then,
What?
shall we? So, we can either pull the tooth out with coordination, or find out what the mission is that he's on. We have more of a chance to get the cold read. But it's still only just 52%. Right. It's cold read. Let's see if we can get some boost in the stats, maybe. So clothing, cold read. Anyone? No. What about drugs? Anxiety. So what is calming chewing? What does that do? It gives us 2 fatigue. Do you know, I'm gonna consume it just to see what happens. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, we do have a skill point to spend. Okay. Cold read. Can I get one of those? Yeah, let's go for a cold read. Right. So this should open dossier. Right. Calming chewing. Lower anxiety when succeeding a skill check. Lasts for 1 hour. Okay. Cool.
The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach.
Okay, so, yeah, 68% chance to pass this. Yeah, let's find out what his mission is. Please don't fail. Sick. Anxiety lowered by 2. Nice. Is your girlfriend that's making you stand here? She's not making me. I'm just here keeping an eye on the situation for her, making notes.
Otherwise, she'll call me a cunt, like always.
What's the situation?
Comings and goings, alright? I have a job to do.
What job?
I can't say. She'll murder me.
He pulls the jacket tighter. Sounds like teen nonsense. Leave it be for now. Okay, do you know what? If I equip my... Actually, do I have my... Yeah, I'm gonna equip my toolkit and see if that's going to increase my chances of success. So where are my tools? There they are. I'm gonna put them in my hand.
The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach.
7%. I think I'm supposed to fail this one. Unless we have some item of clothing that's going to increase our chances as well. Coordination with those shoes. Yeah, okay. We'll put those shoes on for now. Anything that lowers coordination? No. Okay.
The teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach.
19%. It's still not a lot, but it is a little bit better. Okay. About you?
Okay. What?
There's nothing more to do about that.
Yeah?
Have you ever used these services?
Tried once. He screamed at me about board narking and threw what looked like, don't know, something supposed to be internal at me. Kidney-like. Would have been pretty cool if he wasn't such a mad freak. Whatever.
Right. Where is his girlfriend? Many tears have been spilled here. Okay. Girlfriend, where is she? It's worked up about... Yeah. About the narc. Yep. Where's his girlfriend at?
The sour scent of urine.
No thanks.
The piss smell.
There must be a way to find his girlfriend and maybe speak to her to not be such a, tight ass to him. And maybe that would affect the score, but
the teenage boy nods hesitantly as you approach.
Okay, let's just go for it. Ugh.
This is low, very low. Just close your eyes and swing it.
I don't want to. He seems like a very poor dude. I've got no chance now.
Ow! Oh! Oh! Shit! You didn't even get one!
Shit. Those things are really in there. Maybe Gonzo will count the attempt.
Fatigue raised, experience gained, plus 5%. We can try again. Fucking hell, that's rough. Right, let's speak to this idiot.
Back for the gruesome finale.
That Bordnerk is just a kid.
Kid? That's no child. That's a 40-year-old man with a severe deformity.
He's there because of his girlfriend.
A girlfriend. That one. A likely story. With a genophobia so pronounced, it's a wonder he even managed to talk to you without lapsing into torrential incontinence.
He did seem kind of afraid of her.
Aha! Genophobic Bordner, through and through. I'm not budging until you get him the fuck out of here.
He's a teenage prostitute. Didn't exactly confirm, but I could tell.
Yes. I suppose I could see it. A feat. Easy to rough up. Not mutually exclusive, however. Likely, in fact. They flipped them right there at the STD clinic.
I tried. These teeth are really in there.
Narc blood. Yours for all I know. Fuck that. Try again.
Oh, for
Show
fuck's
some
sake.
fucking conviction. It looks pretty whole to me.
Right, so you have a better chance to get to on his level than we have with getting the tooth out. What do we need? Nerve. Okay, let me just have a look at what we are wearing. See if I can boost the chances a little bit more. Okay, is there anything lower nerve? Not really. We can't really raise it or lower it, so it's fine. Right. Let's go for this and see how that goes. We need to roll at least 9. Let's go. 3. Oh, good. Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
It's bureaucracy versus insanity in this arena.
Dice.
You have to go off script for this. Way off script.
Snatch the bottle of liquor from his desk. Let's go off script, shall we? You want Bordnerk? Watch this. Sure.
You lift the bottle to your lips. Your gag reflex activates. You puke into your mouth. Swallow it. Almost puke again.
Pathetic. I have seen actual children in Party Alley consume drugs with more dignity.
Oh yeah? Keep chugging.
The vapors hit your nose just a second before the liquid hits your tongue. Please, no. The second time is somehow worse than the first. Maybe you are a Bordnerk.
How about now?
Well, you're not bored, that much is clear. With what they have on me, those spineless bureaucrats would sooner self-amputate than take a risk on an unknown substance on my desk.
Oh god, what was it? I bet it wasn't booze, was it? It was just some weird fucking thing.
Don't get me wrong. You're a narc of some kind. Watching you struggle through that measly sip dispersed any old remain that. But you're not bored.
So, are we good?
Fine, but be warned. One whiff of bored fuckery. Gruesome public suicide is back on the agenda.
Okay, noted.
The doctor doesn't appear any more professional behind the desk than he was on air.
Yeah, I mean, still covered in whatever that is. Blood, is it? Task updated, what's wrong? Pseudopod, 20 XP, and 1 skill point gained. Good.
Now tell me, where does it hurt?
I know someone who's developed a medical condition.
He's dead. Forget about him.
No, that's the thing. He's not dead. He's comatose. Totally unresponsive.
Ah, yes. This is the ethically stimulating case you were trying to entice me with.
I told you it was a legitimate medical concern.
Gonorrhea is a legitimate concern. Catatonics, they're just there. Who's the unfortunate?
Some loser who couldn't cut it.
Evidently.
Yeah.
Gut diagnosis screams ketamine binge, but I'm keeping an open mind. Any signs of injury, self-inflicted or otherwise?
No visible injuries. Eyes open. Zero reaction.
Good start. Anything else?
He was listening to a strange disc.
Strange how?
Well, it's an isoltone, for one.
Oh, who cares? Show me.
Show him the disc.
Ultravioletta! Well, there it is. Mystery condition solved.
I'm not sure pop music was what was actually on it.
Of course it was.
Oh.
This is a clear-cut case of LAS. Libidinal atrophy shutdown syndrome. Affects terminal virgins, unlaid husbands, and men exposed to overly uterine music. Tea drinkers too.
Oh god. Fucking hell. Yeah. So, yeah, basically, Swifties are getting that.
That is definitely 100% a real condition.
Oh, I believe it. Oh, I am convinced. Yeah, this is absolutely 1,000,000% a real thing. Yes. Oh, God. Oh. Is that an actual medical condition?
No sexually satisfied man would listen to this sad shit by choice. Men are built to pursue, conquer, reproduce. Ergo, per annum, a quota of fucking must occur. His body is given up from neglect. Seen it 1,000 times.
Oh, God. Okay, so he's chronically fuckless. What can we do about it?
The doctor opens a drawer and slides towards you a baggie with a small medical stamp inside.
What is this?
Anti-last treatment. It'll wake up whatever's left in him to wake up. And if that doesn't work, end of the road, sister. Cut him loose.
What's in this?
This is a proprietary formulation, soon to be patented. That's as much as I can tell you.
Have you tested it?
I'm on it right now. Home recipe, mama. I can out-erect any man, anywhere, anytime, dead or not.
Oh my god. Oh, this is Game of the Year material right here. This is so fucking funny. You can't get all that from him liking Ultravioletta.
No man likes Ultravioletta. He's buried in the depths of erotic despair. He's so far down the hole, he probably doesn't even know what happened to him.
I really don't think sexual melancholy is behind his condition.
Then you know nothing of sexual melancholy. But alright, let's pretend my expertise is worth fuck all. What's your working theory, Dr. Plainface?
Right. He saw something he shouldn't have. Lizard controllers pulled the plug before he could talk.
You're not my type, but you must be a great fuck. What with that crazy look in your eyes? Really? All I'm hearing is that you don't have a fucking clue what happened or how to help him.
Unfortunately, in the midst of all his ramblings, he has discovered a point.
So what? I'm supposed to go along with it?
It's unlikely this treatment will improve Pseudopod's condition, but you might learn something from it.
You really think this will work?
Of course I really think it. I prescribed it. Easy delivery. Just let it dissolve on his tongue. Good luck to you.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna come back to this guy to speak to him a bit more because this guy is funny as fuck. But for now, we'll go back to the apartment and deliver the medication to Pseudopod and see what happens because I think we could do with well, curing him if possible, and also maybe going to bed now, because if you look at our fatigue, anxiety, and delirium, we are not doing that well with all three of those. So yeah, might as well go and have a little break. So how do we get back to south? Then we go east. Okay. So about here, right? Photo 24, that's the one. That's where we are staying over. Right, let's go and find our fuckless colleague. Watch him be up. No, he's still he's still there. Right, do I have to equip the medicine to give to him, or is that already going to be applied automatically? Ball? Yeah, I think oh, do I? Okay. Libidinal revitalization in stamp form. Dr. Gonza's own recipe. Nice. Inspect.
The pink paper tab is no bigger than a fingernail. One side is decorated with a simple illustration of a cockerel.
What's with the cockerel?
It's right there, in the word of the animal itself.
Yeah.
Cock is often used interchangeably to mean both male chicken and penis.
Yep, yep.
And yet you asked the question.
Yeah, I know. I got it after I've asked the question. I was like, oh, of course, that's what it is. Oh, take the treatment yourself. Well, I'm not sure. Although I am tempted. No, let's see if we can give it to him, if it's going to do anything.
You return to your double-splayed, upturned body.
Okay. Hey, pseudo partner, let me run something by you. Oh no, we have to... Oh. We don't have the skill to do this. Fuck.
Cab is in mouth.
Okay, what now?
No action. Assess blood flow stimulus response. A firm slap might be the last thing he needs to come back.
Okay, slap.
The movement dislodges a droplet of drool from his lip and leaves a bright red welt on his cheek.
Let's try the other side. Let's try the Christian thing.
With a crack, you hit the other side of his face, giving him a matching blush. This close, you see how empty he is, how slack his muscles. This isn't the peace of sleep or even a coma. He's gone.
We could just molest him. I mean, let's see if it does anything.
You place your lips on his, slightly parted. He is warm but slack, exhibiting no response to the touch.
Try breathing life into him?
You pinch his nostrils with one hand, steady him with the other, and blow. His cheeks puff out on either side of your face like slack, stubbly bellows. But no response. He isn't coming around.
Fuck it, might as well.
You smooth your palm over his trousers, rubbing the fabric until you feel his body stir. A soft twitch in reaction to your caress.
Invest... Keep rubbing.
You explore the handful of flesh, pulsing shyly in your palm. But its effort is weak and short-lived. You feel the blood drain back into the boring parts of his body. You stand up. Whatever happened, it's far too serious to be alleviated by medication of uncertain origins.
Okay, I guess I'll be back later. Fuck it.
The bed looks serviceable. Deformed pillows and a depression in the mattress show it has been used.
I bet at the end of the game he's going to come around and just like basically point out all the fucked up shit we've done to him. Like drop him on the floor, molest him while he's AFK and all that crap. Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Room for two. You were supposed to lie here alongside your double.
You don't want to share the bed, do you, Soda Pop? I mean, you probably would. There are worse fates? I'm not sure, yeah. I don't know. I feel like you would want to move him onto the bed. Definitely. But, yeah.
A few of them you already know. At least this one gives you access to a bed, should you ever want to lay in it.
Sleep.
The anticipation of a decent rest pulls you towards the pillow.
Okay. Well, I'm going to end this one here for the night. Thank you so much for watching. This has been really fun. Yeah, it's a really fun game. I'm not sure if I'm going to stream more of it or if I'm going to play it offline for a video. But either way, yeah, this was Zero Parades. New game by ZAUM. Thank you so much for watching. If you are watching this now and you want to catch up on some of the earlier bits of the stream, it will be uploaded to the VOD channel called Polished Down Streams. I'll try to do it as soon as possible, maybe even within the next hour. So yeah, once again, have a good night, and I'll see you tomorrow on this channel for my